And I know nothing about the Cutecore stuff other than the
Here's some out of my face.
Oh, God. Hi, guy.
We were just chatting about some things, so I was getting some stuff pulled up and set up. We're gonna talk about
I was telling
Cutecore.
I was telling Mizu how the Fujoshis have a total victory over the Yuri freaks. Total Fujo victory. For those of you, if you know type of thing.
Yeah.
No one can make fun of me for being a Fujoshi ever again.
Indra will be here. They're just running late. Because, Kendra just runs late sometimes.
Yuri fans have a permanent glowing weak point. Yeah. Ugh.
Bad people.
Yeah. Easy got chicken and rice again. Did you get chicken and rice?
I did, so I cannot. Not right now, because nobody has anything around here.
I mean, it's like, how snowed in is it over there? Because, like, at least, like, where I am, it's not that bad.
It could be worse. One second. What is a ToddCon? I would rather not go down that conversation.
Yeah, that is a rabbit hole of its own, but a lot of people would like to say that's a thing that Westerners made up on their own because it's not recognized as a thing in the East.
Pretty much, yeah.
And also, Kana from Dragon Maid is a lolly, so that's the cut and dry of it.
That's pretty much my my stance on that. Look, it's not illegal, but I do find you a little weird, personally speaking.
Yeah, it's like with the fucking furries and cub shit. It's gross. It's like not gonna yuck your yum, but
just don't have it near me. Also, thank you, Nerdy Text and Accountant, for 5. Hi, Mizulumi. Hope you're both doing well. I'm doing fine.
I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I just got Interspecies Reviewers, and we're going to be watching that on my Discord in a couple of weeks, because I've never seen it before.
You bought, like, a Blu-ray, or...?
Yes, I got a Blu-ray from one of the people who have the current license to sell it right now, so I'm like, hell yeah, uncensored and everything.
Oh, fair enough.
I believe in physical media for things that can't be found anywhere else.
I mean, to be fair, with stuff like that, you kind of need it, or else it's going to get, like, censored or removed somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like how I have the Midori discs and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I will always support media that will, could possibly disappear, but, it's one of those things. It's also like books. That's why I like collecting old books and stuff from eBay that I know will eventually vanish one day.
True. So, chat, what we were going to talk about tonight was, what do you call it? Cutecore.
The entire Cutecore thing has always been strangely toxic. It's like how Mizu said before we went live. It's like those girls that say, "Hey, I love Hello Kitty. I'm like the nicest person ever," but they're actually the most evil fucking bitch you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah, there's a famous meme where it goes, "Girls be like," and then it shows like a picture of like Sanrio. But then actually they just be horrible human beings.
I don't know. It's funny. You should take that as a red flag, but I know Arch will probably just see that as the biggest green flag in his life. Granted, he already admitted he's dyslexic. I wouldn't be surprised if he was colorblind at this point.
Yeah.
But it's like, this isn't even the fun type of cutecore that we're talking about with women that would probably stab their exes. This is the cutecore where people are just like, we gotta reclaim these characters from these icky, gross pedophiles that are watching these animes. And it's like, dude, what?
Yeah.
They don't even watch them either. They just like the figures, and they're like, oh, I love this. Oh, it's from a hentai. It's from a rape hentai. It's like, okay, but I like the figure, so I'll buy it anyway.
New female characters in Hoyo games. I don't care about Hoyo that much.
I think I only played a Hoyo game like maybe once. I got bored and then I left.
It was Genshin, wasn't it?
It was Genshin shortly after it came out.
Fair.
I was just like, nah, not for me. And also, I don't like gacha games anyway.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Give the girl from the asylum a chance. No, chat.
No.
It's against... We told you this before. You don't stick your dick in crazy. Unless you're me, and then you're allowed to.
No, Mizu. I care about you and your well-being. I don't want you getting stabbed.
I don't care about mine.
Ethereal.exe, I bought a Syl plane figure and now I'm demanding Japan apologize for Rance's existence. Yeah. Man, I can't wait for Rance to come out on Steam, but I'm not looking forward to all the brain-dead fucking videos that'll be following its release.
They buy anime figures and then call them problematic. So...
Yes.
Sort of. It's one of those, I'm the enlightened person. All these perverts like it for worse reasons than me. I like it for critical reasons. That kind of stupid shit.
Yeah.
But then there's like, fights from within their group, right? Where some people are like, oh, well, it's okay if you buy them secondhand because you're not giving money to, like, the pedos. But then they'll have other people that are like, no, you can never buy them secondhand because the person who bought it originally is probably a creepy pedo. Yeah. It's... When Mizu smash Addy Harajuka, no.
Man, it's like... Honestly, I think the people in those spaces that have probably the most sane takes are the ones that are also part of the self-harm eating disorder Twitter circles.
Well, Lumi, you go with that, I guess.
What? They're more sane than the psychopaths that are just yelling at each other and trying to rip each other to pieces and just probably saying worse things than any of... I don't know. It's something. It's fucking something.
Thoughts on the live action SAO that's apparently being made? I didn't know they were making a live action SAO. Probably gonna suck because I think SAO sucks, but that's just a me opinion. At Nerdy Text account for 5. Lumi, you have Mizu, Arch, and me liking the crazies. You have to accept that we aren't normal.
I mean, I'm not normal either. I'm just worried about all you guys. I don't need you guys dead somewhere. Arch can at least sign over his channel to me first, and then he can do what he wants, but... I'm just kidding.
But chat, this is, because Lumi is the one that's going to have to run me through a lot of this, because I don't... most of this happens on TikTok, and I am a known proponent of not going to TikTok, ever. No matter what.
TikTok is where all of the worst takes you could possibly imagine go to hide. It's once in a while they'll escape containment and go to Twitter, but it's a cesspool, but it is a cesspool that I like saving the content for later and then eventually forgetting about it.
Yeah, so we have some of these are on Twitter, like they're screenshots from TikToks. And this one was a really good example. This was a video of somebody showing off some figures they bought, and then in the description, they put all bought secondhand. I do not support what the show heavily implies. Hashtag Arimo. Which, for those who don't know, which you should know if you're watching an Anituber audit, it's the incest show. Which doesn't end with incest, and everybody was upset about it.
Everyone was upset that this didn't end in incest, but even more people were upset that, what was that show called that everyone was so crazy about? The one with the reborn twins of that one idol chick.
I don't know why it's blanking on it. I know what you're talking about though.
Oshinoko, yes.
Oh, Oshinoko.
People are mad that that one ended in incest.
And that was the only way for it to end properly.
Yep. And I don't know. It's fucking funny. But the new season's coming out soon, so I'm gonna watch it anyway. It's like it ended in incest, but it also ended in like the worst way possible. It just everyone hated the ending.
Throws at the amount of red flags the image has. Yeah, also thank you for being a super fan, Nerdy Text and Accountant for 13 months. Much appreciated. Yeah, no, there's a lot of red flags in this image. Like the fully pink room, pretty much. The Crocs that are...
The strawberry Crocs. I hate that.
It's wild.
Also, I don't get why they tag Needy Streamer Overload in that either. Probably to get to the algorithm, I guess.
I don't know, because it says, huge ISO fig haul, which means they probably bought Needy Streamer Overload one.
Probably. I wish they would have added the video, but oh well.
We also had fun ones like this person. There's an anime that were ruined. Gross fetish made anime. You had fucking Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss. It's like, sure, there might be some thinly veiled fetish material in there, but it's not that, I can assure you.
How do you watch Made in Abyss and not immediately know what it's going for?
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
It's like the toilet thing, little weird. But other than that, it's fine.
And then just definitely fetish content. It's horror. I mean, to be fair, it is like psychological horror.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the new movie for Made in Abyss. It's gonna be fan-fucking-tastic. I am excited.
Fair. But Lumi also sent me a bunch of these, which
I did.
I have to blame all this on Lumi because Lumi really does not like Addy. So I got a bunch of this one isn't Addy yet. We're not at Addy yet. But we got this little TikTok here.
Select anime figures own a really gross figure, and their excuse is, I'm saving it from the old creeps. It's a figure. You're not saving it, you're just simply buying it from the old creeps and giving them your money. Like, for example, Super Sonico figures. Now, obviously, she's the mascot of an NSFW company, so her figures are obviously for people over 18. I don't mind when people own Gooner figures. It's your money, who cares? But that one Super Sonico figure where she's a kid, and she's eating vanilla ice cream and it's all over her. That figure is obviously a lowly figure, which is disgusting. But still, girls will buy it and claim they're saving her. Hey, so, breaking news. You're just...
Stop with the putty, like...
Yeah, please at least mute the putty ASMR.
It's
nah.
Is it an AI voice? I think it's an AI voice.
It's either an AI voice or they recorded their voice over it and used an AI voice changer. Because they do have that implemented into TikTok.
It's a has-been hotel fan, cookie run fan. Oh no. Yeah, let's call them what they are. They're a cookie run fan.
I mean,
Big weirdo.
I don't know. Cookie Run fans, I swear, it's like it's very even divide on Crowship and Antes in the Cookie Run fandom. And they're usually at each other's throats all the fucking time.
Yeah, I don't know how they ended up with that kind of community. My favorite message about it is somebody was like, you can't like this cookie, they're child-coded. And every reply is just people screaming, it's a fucking cookie!
They're all the same template, they're cookies! Hi, Kendra! Are you ready? you got here just in time for the Cookie Run part. Oh, she's dead.
It's okay, she's always dead.
Remember the Cookie Run whitewashing discourse back in 2021? God, it was a shit. Yes, I remember that.
I honestly don't remember that, actually.
It's so fucking stupid. It all links back to it's a fucking cookie.
Like the people who designed that figure. And I don't care if you're saving it, because the more people buy that figure, the more they're remade to be sold. The only thing you're doing is handing your hard-earned money over to weirdos, so they have the money to remake the same gross figures. Lesson of the story, just don't buy the weird figures. The less people buy them, the less money they make, and they'll be...
I know there's different types of ASMR. I feel like this is a fetish, though. I really don't understand how anyone likes that noise.
I think it's to get around the whole, oh, you're just doing not safe for work ASMR ear licking type shit. Because the closest thing is slime.
It it feels like it's a fetish of some sort. I don't like it.
Dylan also says it's hand fetish. Also, you know what? Speaking of thinly veiled fetish material, did you see the new Wonder Bread dude? But it apparently he commissioned and makes AI pictures of a bunch of random adult female characters taking out the trash in like office clothing.
I have not seen that one. That's again oddly specific, like the Wonder Bread guy.
I don't get it. Also, the Wonder Bread guy is still very active on Twitter. I recently followed him.
Yeah, no, he's still going strong.
Yep.
But chat, don't worry, we're not going down this trail any longer. That was the only video we did. Unless you want me to touch another one.
I've seen Cream's mom from Sonic doing that. Yes, that is the exact picture that I was talking about.
Oh my god, I hover over one of their things from 11 hours ago, and all I see pop up is about the Epstein files, right?
No fucking way.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, I have the VTube studio up when you're ready, by the way, Kendra.
Let me see, because I just got here. Let me see.
We know you're late.
Steam might hate me this time. It was hating me yesterday too. All right, it's working.
Yay.
Kendra, you're late.
I'm late. Listen, I went out. I went to a friend's birthday, and we got a bunch of merch and stuff. I couldn't help it.
What kind of merch? Is it not safe for work merch? Is it lewd merch?
Unfortunately, no. Well, we went to a museum. They had a little bit of spicy stuff. They had a bar. They had a literal section dedicated where it wasn't not safe for work bara, but you could tell it was bara.
Nice.
At a museum?
Yeah.
What museum are you going to that has bara?
What is it? So, my sister had told me that a friend recommended her a museum in San Francisco. It took so long to get there, like so many long hours. But we went there, and we went to the Art of Manga exhibition, and they showed so many like cool like mangaka. They gave like Tight Kubo this like tiny hallway section. But one of them was.
I think that same exhibition was at Mopop when I was in Seattle. I walked through there. It's so fucking cool.
What is it? You know the manga about the two dads and the little daughter? That was the mangaka I was talking about.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fucking what is it called? Like Buddy Daddies or something like that?
Not Buddy Daddies. It's the one where we're both. That's why I said it was like a Bara exhibit, because you could tell this author.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bara. What's Bara? It's basically yaoi, but with buff men instead of twinks.
Oh yeah, Kenja. Did you see that Fujoshis are now have an eternal lead in front of the Yuri freaks?
Yes.
Yes.
The Yuri tards were in the Epstein files.
Me and my sister had like a whole discussion about that. Let me turn on my phone instead of staring into the void of sadness. Oh my gosh. I was telling my sister all day about the Epstein files because she was seeing it on her side from Black Twitter being like, this is nothing new. And I was basically telling her the same thing of, oh, all these people are finding this stuff out and everybody's been speculating about this for years.
I still can't get over the fact that Epstein was trying to invite Elon to a party, and Elon was like, but I like my rockets and my cars. And he
was this people were talking about how I was also telling her about the video where they were like, bro, Elon, they didn't even want to invite Elon into their social circles. He was that weird.
Thank you, Wolf Spain, for 2 head pats for everyone but the deer because she's late. Thank you for the head pats.
Listen, it was fun. It was fun.
You were late because you were too busy looking at your gay porn.
Also, they had the Iraqi exhibit. That one was really cool. That was also really funny, showing my sister being like, yeah, no, JoJo used to look like this before it looked like that.
Thanks to Epstein, we have microtransactions. Chat, I could go on about the Epstein files all day if we wanted to talk about it, because there was so much like random shit that came out of it. Like the fact that he sent a message to the CEO of Call of Duty and it's like, we need to get microtransactions in games because we need to get kids addicted to capitalism early. I'm like, what the fuck what?
Yeah, fuck him for doing that, man. Oh.
It worked, didn't it?
The poll board of 4chan, specifically the poll board was made by Epstein.
Yeah.
It was made for Epstein.
It's just fucking wild. And then Ghislaine was a power mod on Reddit.
That's my thing. People are forgetting that Giselle even existed in this. It's like, brother, are we not calling attention to the fact that they had Reddit as well? None of you were safe. But because 4chan is more infamous, it gets outed first.
I think the funniest part is it's somebody in chat mentioned it already. Alex Jones was right about like everything.
Yeah.
About like absolutely everything. Even like even the most like off the wall shit is like, yeah, no, Alex Jones was right about that. I remember at one point he said that Pizzagate was a conspiracy by the elite to distract from the fact they were all fucking children. And it came out in the Epstein files that Epstein came up with Pizzagate to distract from a currently breaking story about his island. It's like, oh my fucking god, Alex Jones was right about everything.
I bet you they kept saying, like, who keeps inviting this man to our party? It's like they're not. It's like when you really think about it, how did they not kill this man?
They didn't have to because they just like slandered him as crazy and everybody believed it.
Yeah.
And then
God, it's wild to like read through some of the files and see some of the shit that's in there.
The memes that have been coming out have been amazing. It's like, I know a lot of this shit is so fucking heinous, absolutely terrible, but no one could take shit seriously.
Listen, it's just like what I told my sister earlier. You don't make fun of the victims. That's why it's the difference between Pearl Harbor versus 9/11 jokes. You make fun of the incident, not the victims.
Yep.
Exactly.
But just real quick, we're gonna see a Cutecore person talk about the Epstein files because I don't know why they have. All I just see is we all know about the Epstein files, right?
I'm nervous about the Hello
Okay,
Kitty.
so we all know about the Epstein files, right? I mean, I hope we do.
Not the.
Well, recently something came out, and I just want you to see this. I can't say it aloud, so pause to read.
They have Doki Doki music.
Yeah, I like
That
how
was
they.
too fucking fast, a woman.
I can't even pause it that quick.
It's Doki Doki music, and it's so freaking loud.
It's something about Donald Trump.
Okay, so I know about the
all
yellow
of them.
text. So they had a paper that had yellow text and the regular white background. The yellow text is specifically this is unsubstantiated. Like there's not enough proof for it. So people are trying to still say, well, there's not enough proof, which means it's not proof at all. I mean, there's not enough proof, but the fact that it's here is proof. And it's like, no, we got to be careful with that, guys.
No, this is made by somebody that is definitely looking for attention, because the end of it says that this is like a testimony from someone. It says, I was 13 years old when Donald Trump did this. You can, if you read this for 10 seconds, you're like, yeah, no, this is literally absolute insanity. Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls, which, by the way, Calendar Girls was a thing. That was like where you would get supermodels to pose for calendar pictures. I don't know, like, why they're trying to make it sound like that's a weird thing.
And that's my thing. They're also like
Jeffrey
excluding the
Epstein
fact
would
that
bring the children in, and Trump would auction them off.
Okay.
It said it
maybe
included Elon Musk, Donald Jr. Trump, or Don Jr. Trump. I don't know why.
What?
No, never mind. Don Jr. is a different one, because I was about to say, they definitely don't mean Barron, who had been way too young, which would have threw the whole thing
That's
in
my thing. My only thing that's throwing me off is the fact that Elon is here. And it's not that Elon couldn't have been on here, but it's the fact that he's too, I guess, quote unquote, new of an elite compared to his like dad or something to be like immediately the go-to one.
He's too new of an elite, and from what we saw, they didn't like him and didn't invite him anywhere.
Yep.
Also, Trump, like, even if
autistic.
you assumed like Trump and Epstein were friends, they had an extremely public falling out. Like, Epstein was actively banned from Mar-a-Lago, was not allowed to show up, and it's been that way for like 15 to 20 years at this point. Is this Instagram? No, this is TikTok, because Lemmy is brain rotted and wants me to watch TikTok.
I find the worst takes on TikTok, and after the whole after the whole thing where somebody sent over a large bot farm to go attack authors on AO3, that's how I've been keeping up on my AO3 news. So,
thank you.
I care about my fanfiction website, guys.
Thank you, Frog Jupiter, for 5. The microtransaction thing is so comedically evil. The next release of the files is going to be about how he kicks puppies and kittens for fun. Like, bro, why?
No, like, for real. I was so shocked about that because I'm like, okay, now that makes sense of why Activision's CEO is even in place. Because it has to be like because like my thing is like I've been telling my own family about this because they do business as well. And it's like, this feels like so, like, why would someone who literally clearly doesn't even like gaming get this position if only because he wants to run it to the ground and golden parachute his way out later?
Yep.
And I was right.
Oh, here, let's see what they have to say about this, because you know it's going to be unhinged.
Oh.
This is absolutely disgusting. It's just baffling to me how nobody has been arrested yet. And do you want to know the craziest part? Right after this was posted, it was immediately taken down. But I guess they forgot that digital footprint exists. I mean, how else did you think I got this photo? Please repost and like to spread awareness.
It was taken down because there's no proof of it. And you could get in serious trouble for spreading it when it's bullshit.
And they only, like, what is it? They specifically leave out that the yellow text is unfounded, despite the fact that there were, like what is it? Because I know that page specifically that they're showing was from the page where it had, like, 5 other columns that were actually, like, founded. But they chose the yellow one because inflammatory? I don't get it. They think those are probably the most important ones, I guess. Because it's highlighted yellow because these people can't read.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But here, we have some more of Lumi's favorite person.
Ugh. Addie.
It's weird. I like Addie enough, and Lumi doesn't like Addie at all.
No, I do not. She has some of the worst takes imaginable.
Why does she have a Senran Kagura figure?
Because she has to save it from the pedophiles.
Yeah, she's talking about figures that she regrets buying. You know, I said at the start, anime figures I regret buying, problematic edition.
Research your series.
So I regret buying. Okay, first up we have this scale figure of Hibari. I had no idea who this character was until I looked into it more recently. I mainly just bought her because of her cute design, and you can imagine my horror when I found out more about her. This character is from a game called Seren Kagura, I believe it's called. Probably butchered the pronunciation, don't come for me. I saw her for sale on eBay for around £25, which is really, really good for a scale figure. She came without her box, but I'm not really fussed. She arrived, she was in really good condition. It's all good, right? And up until recently, I didn't really clock anything was weird about her. I just thought she was a cute character. Like, she's a really cute figure. She'd be in every Cutecore girlie's little figure collection. Now I understand why she might be in every Cutecore girlie's figure collection, because apparently her age ranges from around 15 to 17. So technically she is a minor, and this figure is the most safe for work one of this character out there. Like a lot of anime figures, without any context, she is just a cute anime girl in a cute outfit. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's
And that's why nobody likes you guys, because you don't buy stuff you enjoy.
My thing is,
you just buy stuff that's like on vibes and looks.
My thing is that even it's like I didn't think anything was wrong with this figure, and this could be just my artist brain from looking at like eroge and like ecchi type series. You can tell this series is from a you could tell this series is from like an ecchi or again a not safe for work thing, because her clothes are wrapped around her boobs and because she's wearing the thong gym shorts. That's literally it. Like, that's literally like a key detail. If it wraps around the boobs, it's probably ecchi.
Thank you for the 2, Frog Jupiter. Funny thing is, no lolicon found in it so far. Bro. The lolly show's taking a W on this one.
Remember, guys.
You know, she's saying this. If she did any research, this is the most famous quote by the guy that made the series. Senran Kagura series will continue to run non-stop. That is the calling of a ninja. They run faster and jump higher than anyone. They can easily jump over people's expectation. The games still have the potential to grow big and large, just like the girl's chest. Tits are life, ass is hometown.
Tits are life, ass is hometown. You know what? I need to start adopting that into my everyday language.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. This is why people need to do their freaking research. I've been doing research on series, so I'm able to like pick up on the art style alone. Like, yeah, this is clearly an ecchi series. Like, recently people have been like sharing around Kanokon? And it's just like, y'all just don't research stuff. And this is why you get in trouble with yourself specifically, because no one cares.
By the way, somebody in chat mentioned they're coping and hoping for Senran Kagura 7. No, you're not, because this guy got kicked off the team. It's like solely owned by Sony now, so it's fucked.
Well,
fucking
it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, he got run out of his company by Sony.
Dang, does that mean the Nintendo Switch jiggle physics for the remotes are gone now?
Sony won't do anything with it? Exactly. He quit? I know he quit. Like, they couldn't technically kick him out. But they could wrap him in so much red tape he couldn't do anything. Which is basically what happened.
So in chat said, I thank him and his team for all the research on jiggle physics still used to this day.
Have you
People
seen
be
this?
like, I don't like this.
Have you seen the Sephora Denalma new video on Ice? Why would I willingly subject myself to her content?
Oh, Kano Poem, the one with the absolutely rabid fox girl. Yes, by the way, that's one of the reasons why lemon boobs are great. Lemon boobs and body blush, the anime. That's what makes it great.
It's like fucking. You know what? I just got a good art idea. Hey Mizu.
Yeah.
We should get a commission of our characters together and just have Lumi wearing a shirt saying tits are life and Mizu having shorts that says ass is hometown.
Yeah, like short shorts. They're like bedazzled.
Yes. I miss my bedazzled shorts from when I was younger. They're fucking great.
I'm pretty sure we missed most of our bedazzled stuff back then when we didn't care about taking care of our things because we were 5 and stucking on crayons.
A friend of mine, 6 years ago, got me a crop top that was bedazzled that said Poppy on it, and I'm like, I love it.
It went out of style after people started bejazzling stuff. And it's like, okay, now it's not cool, now it's weird.
Listen, the 2000s have been making a comeback slowly for some reason. I don't get it, but I like it.
Thank you, Red Hair Cross, for the 5. Man, I have figures on my collection from gachas I never played, but at least I look up the gacha and read the bio of the character in question. Fair. Bejazzling, yes, bejazzling was a thing.
Yeah.
Google it at your own risk.
I mean,
I
considering the title.
Don't Google it. Save yourself.
As soon as you know where she's from and how old she is, you just start to feel a bit icky. You just start to feel a bit, not great. So now I'm coming to the difficult decision of whether I should get rid of her after Christmas when I have some time, give her to a friend, or maybe hold on to her and just squirrel her away to the darkest recesses of my storage, because I don't know if I feel comfortable anymore, guys. It's a very rare day where I buy merchandise from an anime, a show, or a game that I don't recognize, and clearly I really need to stick to that rule because I made a mistake. Don't worry, because we're going from bad to worse. You have my Hachikuji.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Just research the series. In fact, why don't you just buy from series that you actually like? That's what I did. I finished Baccano last year, even though I didn't finish it for over 10 years. I went back, I finished it, I liked Baccano, I bought the art book. Just buy merch from series that you like.
Thank you.
Because it makes you appreciate the
Kendra.
characters. Oh my gosh.
But Kendra, the Cutecore.
Yeah.
Screw Cutecore.
Thank you, Wolfspade, for the 5. I swear half of these tourist and hood weebs are the literal embodiment of that SpongeBob meme with the hillbilly plankton. Well, I can't read. No, it's
just take this simple Wikipedia. God.
The Monogatari ones are funny because it's like if you know anything about anime, you would know what it was. It's kind of famous.
What is it? Even when I was a kid, I stumbled upon Monogatari. You could not go anywhere without seeing one funny compilation of this series because it was literally everywhere for just its fan service alone.
Saying you're an anime fan, but then you don't know about Monogatari is kind of like saying, oh yeah, I'm a gamer. What's Call of Duty?
No, I'm a gamer, but I don't know what Mario is.
Yeah, Mario's kind of up there too.
Hey Azahara, this is Addie. I don't like her. I haven't liked her for years because she has some of the worst brain dead takes possible.
This is Lumi's favorite creator.
Of course,
I'm a gamer, but I don't know what Zelda is.
She originated from TikTok, and she started doing longer form YouTube content, which I hate all of her videos. So she is going to be doing videos on Lolicon and media literacy soon.
No.
Yep.
stigma. Firstly, before anybody says anything, I got her as part of a big figure bundle. I talked about it in my previous video about figures that I regret buying. I got her with Nendroid Strength and a bunch of Angel Beat figures and mini Chobits figures. She was just kind of thrown in there. She doesn't come with any of her accessories, doesn't come with a box. This is literally all she comes with. And I got her and I was like, oh, that's a really cute design. Like, I really like her. I had a vague recognition of her from Monogatari, but I'd never watched the series. I'd only seen
Back in the day,
you know the series. You know the series exists. And you're like, I've never seen it. You still know what it is.
Back in the day, the biggest clips that circulated about Monogatari, at least for me, was the literal the Nyan tongue twister. And the first thing you see in that scene is the biggest hits. That is like your first cue, your first clue that this is a fan service series, and a very shameless one at that.
Well, I mean, the most famous scene that basically everybody's seen from that series is the toothbrush scene.
Was it that one came later? But like at the time, the Nyan tongue twister was basically like that was Monogatari's. Like that was everyone's first impression of like Monogatari and the concept of like cat girls and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why, but the toothbrush scene is just very fun to watch.
I mean, it is very shameless. It is the encapsulation of all anime. And it's basically the test. Do you take anime as a genre seriously? Or are you just boring?
I am here for the ride and I'm here to enjoy every moment of it.
Exactly.
Like, you're weird, author, but I like this weird.
These, and so I like, oh, she's just a cute character. Like that's nice. And then when
why does she have a safety pin tattooed on her arm?
Fuck if I know.
It's down by the cherries.
Posted a video.
It looks like he does a lot of stick and poke.
On one of my pages, somebody was like, "Oh, you like Hachikuji?" And I was like, "Oh, what's wrong with Hachikuji?" And so I did some research into Hachikuji and the relationship dynamic that she has with the main character in Monogatari series. And oh no, she's not a great character to own. Like, she is clearly a child, but generally speaking, there is nothing wrong with having child figures of anime characters. This particular figure is very safe for work. It's just a posable action figure, but the character herself is very much played up as a lolly character in the show. And so
okay, but why blame the lolly character? Why not blame the MC?
This is something that throws me off a lot, right? Is they're like, she's played up as a lolly character. She is a lolly. What are you talking? There is no context that makes somebody a lolly or not a lolly. She is one, and you can visibly see that she is one.
Not only that, it's like, what's wrong with her being a lolly character? I could understand if you had issue and you had like a character of the main character who constantly like attacks and gropes this character, but like, okay, you got a figure of the character.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Once again, I have a figurine in my collection that I can't really sell because she isn't worth selling. Like, she literally comes with nothing. But equally, I don't really want her on display necessarily because I don't want people to think that this is what I'm about. People need to stop me from buying anime figure bundles with mostly IP that I don't recognize. This is my fault. And lastly, we have my Miyuki figure from Toteno. So the reason why I kind of regret...
I'll be honest, I don't know this one.
So Toteno is basically the Doki Doki Literature Club before Doki Doki Literature Club, but even better because it's literally made by an Erge studio that is known to do psychological stuff. The character is basically, so from what little I know, because I remember seeing this when I was a kid, and she's basically the, I guess spoilers, the yandere character, depending on how you like go about her in the route. And she is one of two of the main girls, but the other girl is better because I said so. And you have sex.
I mean, yeah.
Get into it without spoilers. Like, I can't get into like a lot of it without like going into spoilers, but it's basically Doki Doki Literature Club before Doki Doki Literature Club, but sex.
Mm-hmm.
And psychological horror and like existentialism and stuff, but basically, yeah.
So I will add that to my shit to playlist.
buying this figure is more the amount of money that I spent on her compared to the quality. This figure was released in 2013 by Griffin Enterprises, and man, does the quality really reflect that. Like, this is a scale figure, and for some reason she is the same quality, if not slightly worse, than a lot of my prize figures from recent years. So I won her in an auction on Yahoo Auctions Japan, and I spent just under £300, including shipping, getting her to the UK. But don't get me wrong, as a collector, I'm really glad I got her, and I desperately want to get Aoi as well. I just think both of these figures are really expensive for the quality that you get, but unfortunately these are the only safe for work figures of these characters. Totino didn't get much merchandise despite the fact that it was a huge...
I just don't know why you want to be involved in a community where you have to open up with, I like this one figure, but it's the only figure of this character that isn't something I hate. So why do you want to be a part of that, like, group or community? I don't understand.
For the same people that say they want to get into My Dress Up Darling, but they look at the fan service with educational eyes.
Yeah.
Not lustful, like the gooners out there, whoever the gooners may be. Probably men.
Oh yes, definitely only men.
Like, okay, I understand what she's also saying, but remember also, we're talking about the 2000s. She's like, well, this figure is like not really that good of quality. Yeah, it's because it's the 2000s.
Yeah.
Things in the 2000s kind of looked really crappy. In fact, I kind of wish my own favorite series, obscure series, had figures like that, because she's one of the lucky ones that actually has a figure of her favorite series.
Yeah.
That isn't a garage kit.
huge influence for games such as DDLC, and so you're kind of limited on what merchandise you can actually get. For anybody who is interested in the game that she is from, called Totino, aka You and Me and Her, it is a horror game, so you do need to be 18 plus, and it does have a lot of uncomfortable topics that are brought up and shown in the game. It is by the same company that made Supersonico, and they've also made other horror games as well, but again, content warning, they have a lot of heavy themes, sometimes very uncomfortable.
We're not going to mention the fact that there's sex in it.
No. What is it? Do you know that one? Okay, do you know that one image of the pink-haired girl that circled around that where the girl was like, what is it? What's her name? She was like, yeah, I like touch dogs and old fat men and all that. Like, that's one of the other characters. Yeah, that's the other main character.
She said the 18 plus is because of the horror and not the sex. Yeah, she said the 18. It's 18 plus because it's horror and heavy themes.
Yep.
Do you think she even knows it's eroge?
Yeah. Listen, look at her. She looks like she would know, but like that other girl being like, listen, it's good that we all bonded with porn. Because we brought it, we saved it for ourselves. That's a possibility.
You see, Kendra, with this being my first exposure to Addie, you see why just my base points in not liking her.
And it's like, listen, it's just these people. Like, okay, I get it. If you like the censored Steam version, go heavy. And if you want to download the patch, go heavy on that too. Please stop promoting these clearly adult series to not adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she has a younger audience.
She does. It's super obvious.
Before I move on to, because Limby sent me 2 other videos from her 2 other TikToks, I want to do this one that says it's a Stitch. Because isn't Stitch like how TikTok, like, people do responses?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of curious.
Well, let me just reinstate it. Are you wearing this shirt, having this tattoo, having this as a necklace, a plastic box cutter on a pink chain, not in any way encouraging SH or encouraging it to...
I'm going to say this as someone who's struggled with SH for a very, very long time and will wear the scars for the rest of my life. Yami Kawaii is not offensive to me. I literally am all over my body. This is all over my body. That is not offensive to me. In fact, I've looked into Yami Kawaii as a fashion thing myself. I just am too scared to try fashion. But while Addie is being told that they are a bad influence for having razor blades and box cutters on their short shirts, I also get told that as someone who used to do that, who has scars all over my body, that I am not allowed to show them because I will trigger someone and I will be a bad influence to someone. And I've talked about my scars a little bit in the past, and all I get is pity or you shouldn't have done that to yourself. In no way is my body or Addie's clothes going to encourage someone to do something like this. What causes this is a lack of understanding of mental health, parents not caring. It's basically a child's way of screaming for help, and once that develops as a coping skill, it's really hard to get rid of. That's why I did it for so long.
It's a different subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also it's like, again, things like that is also why self-harm and eating disorder Twitter is a thing.
Yeah.
I will say, though, it's not that it's offensive to me. I just think it's really fucking weird that you have tattooed a box cutter on your arm and you wear a razor blade necklace.
My thing with it is the fact that it's not that you can't talk about that stuff. The problem is that it's people that you think you can trust, because again, like I said, a lot of their audience are on the younger side, so they're not going to really understand that to begin with. And that is something you should really mostly talk about with like your parents or something. And of course, like not all like adults will understand. But I think it'd be better to find a trusted adult instead of relying on, say, a TikToker, because that TikToker doesn't know you, and that can lead to stuff, of course, like Shed Twit, where you end up trusting an adult who is really not really in the headspace to even be an actual functioning adult. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Honestly, it's like, I'm sorry. I know Shed Twit is a whole rabbit hole and thing of its own, but the one thing that I gotta give them is that they make their profile designs really fucking cute.
Yes.
But otherwise, they need some serious mental help.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not gonna like moralize over. I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
But I wish that you could just say you thought things were weird instead of making numerous TikTok videos moralizing about it. It's always just funny to me when people doing this stuff that I can tell you for a fact that there are plenty of people who would look at my like lolly models and they would think that is less weird than you getting a tattoo of a box cutter on your arm. By like leaps and bounds, but you're gonna look me dead in the eye and be like, no, you're messed up and you shouldn't be liking this stuff. It's creepy and it's predatory and it's da 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 da. And it's like, you do a channel that mostly appeals to kids wearing a fucking razor blade necklace.
It's like the tattoo fucking weird and cringe, but the accessories like the necklace and stuff is shit that I got from Hot Topic back in the mid-2000s.
Not only that, it's like people always say like, oh, if you use the lolly model and you keep going around with that, you're normalizing it. Well, what do you think a tattoo does?
Yeah.
Like, people are gonna be like, okay, so I guess razor blades are okay. And it's like, and if I have it as a pink, it's less harmful. It's like, yeah, when you have it, it's not harmful for you, but there's a reason why you keep that, not even really keep it to yourself, but just be aware and not the double standard of it all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jack Price, for the 5. Playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time since I was a kid and just beat Ice Time. He was miserable. On to Sephra.
Nice.
I need to get actually finish Kingdom Hearts 3 because I got the full package and it's the only one I've never played. But Glimmy did send 2 other videos.
Why do so many women collect Supersonico? A lot of AFAB female-presenting figure collectors love to collect Supersonico, despite the fact that she is a more adult and risque character. And as a woman who collects Supersonico myself, I feel pretty equipped to answer this question. When it comes to Supersonico, a lot of people get...
Does she have like a full size?
The fact that she is a more adult and risque
yeah,
character.
she does a ton of Sonico videos. This is actually one of the first videos I saw from her. Yeah. This was actually one of the first videos I saw from her, and I was like, oh, she sounds pretty good. She understands Sonico, because I like Sonico.
answer this question. When it comes to Supersonico, a lot of people get way too hung up on the fact that she is a more risque character. But I think for a lot of women, especially those who have interest in alternative fashion, Supersonico is almost like an abnormality when it comes to anime characters. For starters, she is considerably more curvy than the average anime girl. Like, yes, she does have a big chest, but she also has big thighs and is usually shown with the tummy as well. It's really nice to have an anime character that is built a bit more like an average woman. On top of the fact that she is a...
You are coping so hard with that. With that, oh, she's like an average woman. No, she's not.
She was...
She's very idealized thick with like 3 Qs.
Well, you see, exactly. Also, I kind of find it ironic because I still remember the arguments from back in the day when they did the Supersonico anime. Everyone collectively hated the VA because she wasn't an actual voice actress. Like, she wasn't terrible. She wasn't experienced either.
Yeah.
curvier character, she is always super fashionable. She has had limitless amounts of different outfits and designs, such as her gloomy bear outfit, rollerblading waitressing outfit. It's the same figure of her as the traditional Japanese courtesan. Her nurse outfit has also been the official mascot of Japan's racing team. And as well as being super fashionable and having a variety of figures in different outfits and poses, it's also a little bit aspirational. Like, if you don't know any Supersonico lore, she basically plays in a band as a lead guitarist and singer. She helps out in her family's restaurant, and she studies marine biology at university. On top of all of that, she also does...
Yeah, she's Barbie.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's Japan's Barbie.
She's Japanese Barbie. Except
I
hot.
would say she's... What is it? Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, think about it for a minute. She's just Barbie.
Yep.
I was thinking of, what is it? I was going too deep in the nerd rabbit hole of being like, actually, there's this one figure, and I'm like, pull back.
No, do your actuallys. Your actuallys are adorable to listen to, Kendra.
What is it? It was what was it? It was the doll. What was it? It was the Japanese Barbie. It was this one. What was it? Lilyco? Not Lilyco. Japanese Barbie. Japanese Barbie.
Thank you for the 2 red hair cross. Super Puchacho is better, by the way. I don't know what that is.
I was thinking of Lika-chan. That's what I was.
Fair.
She's basically Barbie if she was a Polly Pocket.
Modeling to help her earn money. Most anime characters that get consistent figure releases are from high school animes. They are underage and they usually look it. I do love stuff like Madoka Magica. In fact, I do collect Madoka Magica, but there isn't a lot of variety when it comes to the figures that they produce. Supersonico is easy to get.
Yes, there is. There's a lot of variety in Madoka Magica figures.
There's. I think she's talking about how it's either only the civilian clothes or only the magical girl clothes. And we also know that she's referring to the swimsuit ones too.
The swimsuit ones are fucking great, though.
Exactly.
Hold Off has a huge amount of variety and offers safe for work figures. She isn't the same regurgitated, moified character that we're all used to seeing. It is also totally okay if
what?
Supersonico is not.
There's so much moe in Sonico's design. The eyes alone give it away, though.
She's not
It's
just
like,
a
she's not
generic
super
moified
moified.
figure. Yes, she is.
She's not super moified. She's just super moified. She's just super moified with giant tits and thighs.
Your thing. Her and her creator have had a few controversies here and there that I did discuss in another video.
Okay, so the reason why she's talking about this one is there is an alternative illustration where where this Sonico figure is like, I think, semi to completely naked.
Yeah, I've seen that figure. I've seen it.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't like this figure. It's weird. And it's like, okay, don't talk about it or show it off to anybody that you deem would go look into it. Please.
It's so funny. You're like, I love everything about this company for all these bullshit reasons I came up with on the spot, but I also think this company produces pedo material. It's like, why? Like, that's how you know nobody ever actually believes what they're saying. Because if you told me, like, my favorite store was, like, running a pedo ring out the back door, I'd be like, well, shit, I can never go there again. I wouldn't be like, well, you know, I don't really like that
Well,
they're doing that, but it is my favorite store, and I'm so committed to it already. It's just
like, man, they really have good breadsticks.
yeah.
I don't want to go somewhere else.
What is it? I'm not even. What is it? There was like the whole thing with like Target a couple years ago with like the Black Annie that came out. People just stopped shopping there for a long time until people just forgot.
Yeah.
People will literally avoid stuff if you find out something terrible. Who knew? But these people just eat it up and be like, "Yeah, you did something terrible. Here's my 500K."
Exactly. Like the amount of money she had to have spent on all that.
The amount of money she had to spend on the near life size.
She is a rich British woman that thinks she is just holier than thou. So.
Oh, it looks like the next one Lumi sends. We're gonna get some Japanese racism mixed in here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So there's been this tweet going around about this Japanese AV, which means adult video, where the plot is a father abusing his...
A lot of J creators like to glaze over the fact that Japan has an inherent issue when it comes to their adult media. Also the depictions of very young people in that media. I'm talking both animated and live action. One fun fact about Japan is that in nearly every sort of shop, even the ones that you don't expect, you will find an 18 area. Sometimes they won't have a curtain and everything is literally just out on display, and other times they will have a curtain a bit like this. These areas are full, I mean full, of content that blurs the line about age. Arguably one of the worst parts is that you will see a bunch of white male tourists go under this curtain to check everything out. These 18 sections...
Yeah, because it's weird. We don't have that in other countries, so it's naturally going to draw people's attention.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so creepy that white male tourists go back.
God.
My thing is, it's like, okay, we all know about the 18 plus curtain.
Yeah.
It's depicted in anime.
Like
that
we
just
do.
means,
but I can imagine like some tourist that's just like, oh, I kind of want to go to see the temples and shit in Japan. And they walk into a store and they see an 18 plus curtain. They're like, holy shit, what's that?
Yeah.
and it's like, it's just... I don't understand. Okay, listen, you can find it weird. That's the whole point of porn. It's all weird, bro. The fact that you probably have porn to begin with, it makes you weird because nobody really wants to know that. Stop staring. That's why they have the curtain.
Also, this is where I don't think she gets like Japan's kind of a high trust society comes in. Like, the curtain is not supposed to physically bar a child from the section. They trust that parents will control their children and not let them in there.
Yeah.
Or the children will have enough respect to be like, that's the adult spot, I don't go to the adult spot.
And honestly, it's like, if for some reason the three of us were just traveling around Japan, you really think all three of us wouldn't just go behind the curtain and be like, what the fuck is back here? And then we'd probably walk out spending a shameful amount of money.
Yeah. It's like again, this stuff, it's like what is it? Like, I understand if you find it weird. So what? Just let the adult do what they want to do. And I understand you don't like the fact that some of the material depicts, like, I don't know, a schoolgirl. Okay? The actress was an adult when she did it. That hopefully they actually did get an adult to do this, because I do know about the whole, like, semi-lewd thing they do try to get away with over there, which should be your actual thing that you should be talking about, which I don't understand why people always, like... So in Japan, there's this kind of like taboo, but everybody knows about it thing, where idols will do these, like, photo shoots where they're not nude, but you can kind of tell that's what the camera people are trying to do. And they'll sell that as like kind of like a quote unquote idol risque magazine. That's what she should actually be talking about. Not the 18 plus curtain for my anime manga with adult actresses in my adult video porn. That's what I mean.
It's
sorry, I went on that.
Well, and then people like they've got like all these complex storylines. It's like, yeah, the AV industry over there has like some money in it. Over in, like, other countries, the porn industry is just like, okay, here, we have a bed, we have a guy, we have a girl, go fucking at it.
Yeah.
Like, you're just mad because they have a storyline to it. I guess.
even in secondhand shops like Book Off, always had at least 2 people in them. When it comes to spicy stores, women are only allowed on certain floors, and then the rest of them are male only. As in, they have a member of shop staff literally guarding these floors, stopping women from coming in. And do you want to know what was on these floors? There was a lot of very concerningly young-looking characters and actresses, and there were certain implements that men like to use that looked very, very young too. Because I never understand why people want to play.
Here, I'll be honest. I've actually never heard of women only or men only floors.
Oh yeah, no, that's a thing I actually learned about sometime last year. Some sex shops in Japan will have like specific floors only to like women and only to men. And it's like the men can go in all the women's shops, but the girls can't go into the guy shops. My thing is, how does she know that? Because you're literally not allowed to go up to those floors if they're guarding the door.
She probably either read on Reddit or seen a forum post or something about it.
Women can go, they just don't tend to do so. That's from Azahara. I know Azahara's been around the region, so I'd take his word for it.
I have seen Azahara post of what he got from Japan, and it's fantastic. Azahara, keep posting everything you get whenever you go. I enjoy seeing what things you buy.
Chat, that's just the men's safe space. I don't understand why she's suddenly against people having their safe spaces.
Because women have rights too.
Actually, only women are allowed to have safe spaces. Actually, wait, hold on. No, that's even being contradicted right now, but we won't go down that street.
Thank you, Looney Looney, for 2.
See the men's only cock and ball machine.
Yes.
Maybe that's why it's men's only. They like their cock and ball torture.
And then thank Looney Looney for the 2. US video stores had 18+ sections. They did. There were also some gas stations that used to just have porn mags by the front desk out in the open.
Azahara says the 6th floor store in Akiba is like this. Says 2nd and 3rd floor is the women floor, while 4 is couples, 5 and 6 are the men. Okay.
It's an interesting dichotomy, I suppose. I'm not going to judge it and be like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate for this content, when UNICEF themselves have been begging Japan for years to...
Nobody cares what UNICEF thinks.
Who's UNICEF?
It's it's always the one that's the picture of the kids around the globe holding hands.
UNICEF, remember back in the day when they had the trick or treat for UNICEF thing?
Oh, they have just like a really shitty logo now. But all you need to know about UNICEF is that it's run by the United Nations.
Oh.
Yep, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund.
And for people in chat who don't know what we're talking about, the United Nations tried to petition Japan to get rid of all of their lolly content and outright ban it. And that initiative went nowhere because after 1 month, the man leading the initiative got exposed exchanging child porn.
Yep.
Nobody takes the UN seriously when it comes to like child safety because they're like the #1 perpetrator of like child abuse as an organization.
The UN can't even help adult safety, let alone actually help and contribute to child safety.
Yeah. By the way, if you ever heard about that initiative to get Japan to ban lolly stuff, that's why you haven't heard about it again. Because that guy got fired.
Yep.
And nobody wanted to bring it up again.
Was it they tried proposing it again, but like the problem was people started calling attention to the fact that #1, did we just ignore that a different country lowered their age of consent to like from I think like 14 to 8? Like I'm not taking you seriously.
Thank you, Wolfsbane, for 2. There used to be prawn mags in drugstores like CVS. True. And don't look up who's in charge of women's rights in the UN. Yeah, for people who also don't know, Saudi Arabia is on the UN's Women's Rights Council. Yeah. A country where they literally do not have rights.
That is fucking funny.
The UN is a joke, and there's a reason the US threatens to pull out literally every other year.
Didn't they just pull funding and stuff too?
Yep. People got mad at us.
They were like, we are in a financial crisis. Well, maybe if you actually did your job, we probably would have put in a couple of thousand or two.
Thank you, Frog Jupiter, for the 2. Ask the UN about the trafficking ring with the UN peacekeepers. Yep, that's another thing. So don't sit here and be like, well, UNICEF asked Japan. I don't care what UNICEF asked them to do. UNICEF is a bunch of creeps.
Not putting such ambiguous ages in their 18 videos. People love to use the argument that because this is all fictional, that it doesn't harm real people. But that's simply not true. Romanticizing
it's simply not true. Nobody was harmed, but it's simply not true.
Okay, who was harmed?
Behavior and predatory dynamics will only feed into the fantasies of these people. Japan is an amazing country. I loved visiting it.
You can't, like, they always do this. Like, you don't understand. It's feeding into the fantasy of these people. Okay, person with a fucking box cutter tattooed to their arm. I thought we didn't play into the fantasies of these people.
Well, you see, the thing is porn bad. Box cutter tattoo, because the box cutter isn't real, but it's still tattooed on my arm. Not real.
I love Japan, but I hate everything about it. Yeah.
I can't wait to go back. We need to stop pretending that it is a perfect place, because nowhere in the world is. The fact that we have people who feel the need to bat for this type of content proves that.
So there's been this.
Yeah,
I freaking hate people who say that. Guys, Japan isn't the Wonderland candy pop version that you see in anime. The only people that think that are 13 and people who are mentally ill because their life sucks.
And the only
rich and by 1/3 statues of Supersonico.
And the only people who bring that up are people who live in a country that is substantially worse than Japan.
Oh my
like,
God.
honey, you live in Europe. You're ground zero for 2 world wars, the slave trade, and the only, like, known mass genocide in history. So,
Yep.
Let's reel it in.
Oh yeah, and the Catholic Church.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the Catholic Church.
There's a reason why the Catholic jokes are everywhere.
But then you immediately go, oh, but we need to talk about Japan. Why do you need to talk about Japan? You don't live in Japan. Stay in your lane. Let Japan deal with Japan.
Never ask the Europeans what they feel about Romani people.
I think I've mentioned this story before, but I had a European friend who got on me one day because they said I was acting racist. And I was like, you can't call me racist. I've seen what you say about the Roma people. And he goes, you don't understand. Romas aren't human.
The Romas are people.
Listen, before the stuff with the illegal immigration and Muslims and stuff, it was the Romani people. Just like how it was black people in the US.
Oh, it's the Romani. I mean, it's like, come on. I know a Romani, and every time he hops into a Discord call, $5 leaves my bank account.
Thank you for the 5 rating, Tara. Is this person British? Because there's been a bunch of crime from Asians, quote unquote, since 10 years ago. Yeah, not to get political chat, but for people who don't pay attention to the UK crime rates, because why would you? It's the UK. Let them stab each other on their own. Look up, like, per capita crime by race in the UK, and for some reason, it's, like, almost exclusively Asian. And then you pull up what Asian countries they're coming from, and it's Somalia, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, and it's like, those are... Do they qualify as Asian? I mean, maybe technically.
Asian when it suits them.
Exactly. Their region is close to the east, Mizu. You gotta understand that.
It's like, I'm pretty sure half these countries are in Africa.
Well, that explains the whole thing. Hate boner with Japan.
Yeah. They just like started listing random people as Asians. Yeah, a lot of Asians named Ahmed, Mustafa, Muhammad, Al-Jabbar.
And Germans.
Oh my gosh.
Europe is not a real place, chat. Nobody
Nope.
cares what Europe has to say about anything.
Oh, same.
They're a bunch of crazies.
God.
Remember, guys, all the issues we go through today, they link back to the British.
We can always blame the
Eating
British.
people. Did you know they used to eat the mummies in the upper class? I'm not kidding about that, by the way. Yeah, no, the upper class used to eat the mummies from that they would like excavate from Egypt. There's like a delicacy. You're wondering why we don't find any of the mummies from back then? That is why.
The British elite ate them. Thank you, Wolf Spain, for 10. US to UN. You know what you should do? You should sanction me. Sanction me with your army. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have an army. I guess that means you need to shut the fuck up. President Dave Chappelle. That is one of my favorite recent Dave Chappelle skits. Have you guys seen that one?
I haven't seen
not.
any recent Dave Chappelle shows.
Oh, it's like a little skit he did. I believe that it was an SNL skit. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
And here you go. Off topic, but I seen this on my Twitter, and I know you really like Girls on Panzer. So.
Oh, I love Girls on Panzer. Oh, here, I got it for you too. This is a short version, but it's like a 6-minute skit.
Okay.
All right.
You win? You have a problem with that? You know what you should do? You should sanction me. Sanction me with your army. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have an army. I guess that means you need to shut the fuck up. That's what I do if I don't have no army. I would fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's right.
This is why
I love
you're
Dave Chappelle.
Shut the fuck up.
Mizu, you need to record that and use it as a reply for Twitter.
I remember when that episode aired. Also, thank you, Frog Jupiter, for the 4. Fun fact, the maggots from Pakistan come from the most crime-ridden province of Pakistan. That is above my pay grade. Is he getting canceled for the 100th time? Who knows?
And we get more Addie because I don't like her self-shipping video. And also I hate the term Yumi shipping. Just like with fucking pro shipping now being labeled as problematic shipping. It's not problematic shipping. Fuck you. No. I hate these new gen terms so fucking much.
Lumi sent me this before stream and really wanted to watch it because Addie is their favorite creator. So, before we start it, chat, I need to go pee really quick.
Okay.
Same.
Chat, all the women need to use the little idols room. We'll be right back.
All right, I'm back. I don't know if anyone else is. But hi, Chiet. Sorry. Mizu mentioned having to go to the bathroom, and then suddenly I had to. How are you guys doing? Lum explained pro shipping. Pro shipping is just like, the very simple explanation of pro shipping. The term was just ship and let ship. You just let people ship what they want, enjoy the content that they want. You don't yuck their yum. If you don't like it, you ignore it.
I'm back.
You don't attack people and everything like that.
Alright,
That is the very quick tilder of pro shipping.
I only attack people. That's what
Yes,
I got.
you
I got
love throwing
blocked by
hands.
somebody on Twitter today for only attacking people. Because I'm a bad person.
Oh yes, absolutely the worst. That's why your name is the blue one.
Yes. Sorry, I was gone for an extra minute, chat. I had to go pick something up while I was out. I got some Cheerios.
Really nice. By the way, we got like 40 dojins and 80 volumes of manga on this trip. Seriously, need to do reviews or something. Been collecting, hoarding stuff for 3 years. You should, Azahara. And you gotta make content anyway.
So, chat's day 1 of the Anituber Audits Japan trip. Currently, all 3 of us are broke and have spent all of our money on dojins and figures. We are currently asking for donations so we can eat for the week. That could unironically happen to me.
And it's like right now, if I want to go on a trip to a foreign country that isn't just either Canada or Mexico, one of the cheaper places to fly to is fucking Norway or Sweden. And I'm like, what do you mean it's only $500 to do a round trip to one of those places? Why is it more expensive to fly over to California than it is to fly to fucking Norway?
Because California is a desired tourist trap. Nobody goes to freaking Norway.
I mean, I've threatened Arch to fly over to Norway so I could beat him with his own hand. So
Thank you for the 500 biddies, Gabby. Much appreciated. To the Team Norway vlog win. This is the Anituber Audits. It'd be the Anituber Audits Norway vlog.
And if anything, we would go visit Atari.
Yeah, I'd stay at Atari's house. You guys could find somewhere else.
We'll stay in Atari's basement.
Dang.
We'll set up a tent outside.
Yes, we don't want to interrupt the gay lovers.
We'll set up a tent outside. We'll set up a tent outside, and then we're gonna blast speakers, being like, "We are Atari. We are Atari's crew." just annoy his neighbors real quick.
No, Lumi's just gonna be peeking through the window with a big sign that just says Fujo Love or something.
Total Pujo victory.
Someone asked Mizu, "Why are you gay?"
I'm not gay. Atari's gay. I'm straight.
Also, unknown entity. Anything that is fictional content and not real people, you can find it creepy, but it's not illegal. And you can't label people things on fictional content.
Yep.
That's the only thing I will say. Don't yuck people's yum.
Also, Kana is lolly.
You can judge from afar. Yeah, and Kana is lolly.
But let's see what Lumi has gotten us roped into with this video.
If it's anything like the last one. Oh no.
Oh, but I should clarify. Chat, don't go harass Addie just because Lumi really doesn't like her. We will watch the videos here. Here's how I'm gonna stop you. If you want to go to her video and leave a comment, you have to watch through her entire video again by yourself with no commentary.
Yep. and also, just so I have a baseline for you two, at any point during your life as you were watching cartoons, anime, or anything, have you divulged in self-shipping, even if it's just a little bit?
Yes.
Not Not really.
You need to understand, I'm a guy. It's like exclusively what we do.
You know what? Fair. And I'm sure if you've paid attention to any of my Outlast streams, I'm terrible.
I'm aware you, in fact, do want to be cut up by the monsters.
I want to be electrocuted by the officer. Yes, I do. And also hear endless praise from Easterman. So yes.
Self-shipping is shipping the anime character with yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's why people make like original characters, or they have their own self-inserts and stuff. Or like, you know, how VTubers have their own VTuber models drawn of various fictional characters. Nobody is immune to the self-shipping propaganda.
Exactly.
I've been self-shipping for a long time.
But let's see what Lumia's gotten us roped into.
Now that myself and many other YouTubers, creators, and just people online are a huge fan of fan culture. Whether it be all the anime figures are behind me, which managed to catch every crumb of dust in the room, my near constant referencing of Oshikatsu in nearly every single video, put that on a bingo card for 2026, I guarantee that within 2 videos you're going to hear the word Oshikatsu, or even just my participation and long-term enjoyment of hobbies like cosplay, which again, put that on the bingo card for 2026 because I talk about it a lot. I am a proprietor and day one defender of all things that could be considered cringe within fandom and pop culture. What can I say? I just like things. I just like weird shit. I honestly think that fursuits are generally really cool. They're basically just a sister hobby to things like LARPing and cosplay. I absolutely love seeing.
I like how they specifically showed a Japanese fursuit.
Yeah.
Because for those of you who have not seen Japanese fursuits, they look really good.
Yes.
They are far superior to the Western ones.
They're very kawaii look to them.
They're the reason why my opinions and disgust of furries went down when I went down the furry rabbit hole.
You know, the Japanese ones do like, they call it kimono style.
Yeah.
It is so popular that on a lot of online websites like Second Life and VR Chat, furries will make models in the kimono style in-game, even if they don't make the fursuits that way.
Mm.
Which is weird. You'd think they would learn how to make the fursuits that way. If they, like, use it online all the time.
Isn't there a guy that has a properly fully made dog costume? Yes.
There's probably a couple people that have that.
Do you know how little that narrows it down?
You just don't know about all of them.
People's dedication to a certain fandom or show through their giant collections or their eater bags. Hell, I myself have a large collection of needy streamer overload.
Here, real quick. let me see if I can find it super quick before we continue.
Yeah. Can I be real? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, I wish you would have shown the best person that has, like, an obsession.
You're like about the Miku guy, right?
No.
Oh.
It's better. Oh, did Instagram actually open properly for once?
What is it? Can I be real? I don't understand people who have... Maybe it's just because of how I grew up. Oh, yeah!
I love this dude.
This one's funny because he literally self-admitted. He's like, yeah, I'm not even really a fan of Sayaka.
I know.
It's like, okay, Toby now makes large cutouts of VTubers and stuff now.
Yeah, no, he's got it down here.
Yep, there he is.
With the,
I wish I had
I believe
this
the
much money
Cali
and
is about
dedication.
30 feet, I think. I could be wrong.
It's like, honestly, it is just somehow... I want to get large enough as a creator to have a cutout of my VTuber model in his house.
Oh, he was doing a bunch of different VTubers one day, and I put mine in the pool, hoping he would do it. He never did, and my heart's broken.
Oh, same. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna do more. He never stops.
Yep.
You know how... Listen, you know how it is. Popular people are priority.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if you're gonna show, like, the famous examples of this, you should have shown the Sayaka Mizuno guy, Tubin Jacobs.
Yeah.
It's a requirement.
Maybe it's just because of how I grew up. I can never understand having just all of these figures just in a space. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one. Like books and stuff I could understand because you like have multiple everything is like in a flat slab, but just figures upon figures upon figures, it intimidates me.
I mean, I want a shelf like this eventually.
Maybe like 1 or 2 shelves. I go for that.
And Supersonico memorabilia in my room, as well as having cosplayed the characters from these IPs on a number of occasions. Also, YouTube, please never try to demonetize me for the girls back here.
By the way, this is something that just gets me every time we watch one of her videos. I don't like the circle in the eye.
Really?
The white ring here.
Yeah.
It makes it look like something's wrong with her eyes.
Oh, you're talking about the ring light and stuff?
Yeah, that you could always see in her eye. It makes it look like something's wrong.
I think it's like because she's wearing contacts, it like really emphasizes it.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
But it throws me off every time I see it. Looks like otherworldly, I guess.
That's the aesthetic, Mizu.
Let's not. I feel like every single person notices the girls over this side in every single video now.
Because first off, most of them are half naked. Second off, this really thick one really draws attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different Sonico character. She has a different video on that one.
Yeah, it's like a thick with 4 C's right there.
Because they used to be on display. They were always on display in my old videos. But like now, oh yeah, they're visible. You can see every nook and cranny. And for most people, this love and devotion to a certain character or franchise can still be considered under the lens of an observer. We can appreciate the media or person, but we know and feel comfortable with the separation between our enjoyment.
Imagine liking the worst Vocaloid.
What? That could probably be the Vocaloid.
No.
This could be the Kaito VA's collection. Do not insult our man.
Leave
Let him
Kaito
and his
alone.
son. Listen, let him and his son. Leave him and his son alone. You'll know, like I'm actually like. Have you guys seen the VA for Kaito? Like he literally goes around and is like, "Yeah, no, this is my son."
Yes, and I love him for it.
And the fiction. However, for some fans, this love can be much, much stronger, leading some people to form genuine romantic or platonic attachments to fictional characters. This next echelon of dedication is known as Yume shipping or self-shipping, something which is slowly becoming more talked about and even popular in many fandom spaces.
So Lumi has some words about Yume shipping, don't you?
I hate the new.
You are not showing the bubble bass girl.
No. I appreciate the dedication of the Bubble Bass girl. She is. It's like she doesn't have to worry about anybody else like self-shipping with Bubble Bass. He is all hers. She has so much art commissioned. She's fantastic. I love her. There's also another self-shipper that I admire for their dedication is the one, the chick that ships herself with what's his name? The dude from American Dad. His first name is Stan, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chick who ships herself with the Stan and his wife from American Dad.
What, like a poly relationship?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen
great.
that one.
I love them so much. It's just, I don't know. It's cute. I love it. I support them. It's okay.
I think the self-shipping.
I hate the new term Yume shipping. Self-shipping is just fine.
What is it? I think the best like self-shippers are the ones that can draw their own god tier art. Those ones are just a step above. It's like, oh, I actually want that type of dedication.
Oh, and also the Randy Marsh girl. But also, didn't she recently had to get rid of a bunch of her stuff. I seen her sad post on it.
Dang.
I wish I remember who it was, but there's somebody that's so dedicated to a character that they actively DMCA anybody that post artwork of that character with anyone but themselves.
Are you talking about the Aoi Asahina guy from recently?
That might have been it.
Dang. I saw that briefly, and I was like, so what is it? It's this guy who's like, he apparently is upset when people don't draw Aoi Yasuhina the right way, and it's just like, okay, buddy.
And he'll DMCA people for it.
Yeah.
Like, you just fire false DMCAs all over the place, and nobody really seems to challenge it because they don't want like a crazy person like that to have their address.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're gonna go after any of them, at least go after the high tier ones. Aoi Yasuhina is like, she's not ugly, but she is the basic one. Go after someone like Chiaki.
Yeah.
I'm not really in the Yume shipping community, but this comment made me remember my favorite Yume shipper of all time. This Twitter user ships themselves with Bubble Bass from SpongeBob. Yes, Bubble Bass, the pickle guy from SpongeBob. And it is genuinely the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Every time one of these posts come up, I am just filled with joy. This is what I need more of. I need more niche Yume ships. Stop shipping yourselves with popular characters. Lock in. They inspired me to create a beautiful Yume ship edit of me and Paul Naref.
Now, as always, we've got to do a quick disclaimer because I do feel like it's always necessary now to do a disclaimer because I feel like it's very easy for people to misunderstand things. So we're gonna put this out there. As always, this video is approached in good faith and is intended to be entertaining and interesting. I always try my best to do thorough research on any topic that I cover, but of course mistakes can be made. Certain sources may not be reliable, and if that does happen, please feel free to correct me politely and guide me in a better direction if there's extra information that I should be aware of. Equally, any footage that I use, articles that I reference, or people that I show are not intended to be shown in a way to incite harassment or hatred towards any person or group of individuals.
I'm gonna hold you to that when you inevitably say one of these people are normalizing something evil.
Yep.
Because that's the thing, and I've said this before, the disclaimers are good, and I am a proponent of the disclaimers. I make the disclaimers. But when you do the disclaimers, and then you turn around and be like, also, by the way, this person is evil, or they're normalizing something evil, that doesn't work. Right? Yeah. Like, for some of your videos, you've done something that's basically akin to, yes, I believe this person's a pedophile, but don't go harass them or anything. They don't deserve that. In the minds of, like, a normal person who actually agrees with you, they go, but you just said they're a pedophile. Like, that's the worst thing I can think of. Why wouldn't I go fuck with them? Like, they're evil.
I put the disclaimer up.
Like, the disclaimer is not a blanket get out of jail free card for everything you say afterwards. You still have to be, like, semi-responsible with the shit you say. Also, yes, septum theory prover.
I don't want anyone who watches me feeling emboldened to be an asshole. Now that's out of the way, let's talk about what Yume shipping is. So Yume shipping or self-shipping is where a fan will have themselves or the OC typically date a fictional character. And this fictional character will often be referred to as their FO, aka their fictional other. Kind of like significant other, but obviously...
I've never heard anybody say that.
Me neither.
No, I'm lost.
New term bullshit!
It just feels like you were trying to turn this into an actual sexuality and, like, put it in that framework and not just, oh, here's somebody that likes a character.
Don't worry, Mizu, it gets worse.
I think it's in the same vein, but not more that it's, like, trying to turn into a sexuality. You're trying to make it more, I guess, more of fandom. Like, it's a normal fandom thing when this is like, nah, this is new and... at least a little weird. Like, I like the Miku guy. Still freaking weird, though.
Yeah.
But you do you, bro. You do you.
Whatever happened to that Irish auntie that changed her hair color every video? I genuinely don't remember who we're talking about. I probably would if I saw them, but I don't save space in my mind for a lot of these people. Like, a lot of times after the video is done, I never think about them again until Lumi inevitably says, did you see what Addie posted?
I am an avid Addie hater. I will happily take that title. If Addie has no haters, that means I'm dead.
That means you're giving Addie money.
No, because I watch her stuff on a private window.
other. And I do say typically when it comes to the fictional aspect, as although it is common etiquette to only ship yourself with fictional characters, when it comes to real life series or real life actors who are playing a character, sometimes a line can be a little bit more blurred. Also, yume shipping and self-shipping are generally considered to be the same thing or have the same meaning, but the term yume shipping is a more modern term for this particular phenomena of dating a fictional character and is more closely aligned with modern day oshikatsu and oshi culture from Japan. So again, stuff like ita bags, collectibles, taking photos with a little kind of like photo card, all that kind of stuff. So, as an example, if I was a Yume shipper, I might ship myself with Granny Seiko from Dan Da Dan, or maybe Supersonico. And as part of my Yume shipping, I might curate a display dedicated to that character. So, I'm really not helping myself, a giant figure display of that character, maybe some cute photo cards, maybe some custom artwork, and I might go and take pictures to post online of my collection and my love for that character. And this dedication can be as minor as a couple of trinkets or small custom.
It's like a lot of self shippers from like, you know, the mid 2010s, like mid to early 2010s, like 2000s and stuff. It's like you didn't necessarily have to get like a bunch of merchandise, especially when that merchandise wasn't really that common over in the States, especially if it's super niche. But a lot of the self shippers were mostly in the roleplay community. And oh boy, it was difficult and very rare to find somebody who RP'd as said fictional character and wanting to do a self-ship thing.
Isn't this also just kinning?
No, that's different.
Don't say that filthy word to me.
It's something. That's something slightly different.
Kinning is basically where you're like, oh my god, this character is so mean, then they make it their entire personality.
Oh.
And then that's where the DID fakers come in.
Yes.
Oh no.
I will also add that I think she is trying to make something like a part of self-shipping that is not like necessarily a part of it. It's just something that branches out of it naturally. Where she's like, oh, a self-shipper will create a shrine to their favorite character. It's like, that's not necessarily a part of it. It's just if you are that dedicated to a character, you are necessarily going to collect a lot of merchandise of them. And you're probably going to put it all in one place.
It's like, here, I'll put this in host space. I don't think you can show this on stream, but I'll show you an example of like one of my OCs that is shipped with another character. Where did you go?
Yeah, Lumi's non-consensually sending me porn again.
It's not porn. I swear. It's not.
And that'll be for everybody to decide.
Shut up. Here, for example, these are a couple.
That is definitely porn.
It's not porn.
Chat, one of these images is literally counseling, and the other one is literally whoever this character is with a knife tearing open this woman's shirt, and literally as she's
her pants are already gone.
Naked. Exactly.
Well, yes, but his aren't. But that is strayed from the game Boyfriend to Death.
We call that clothes sex, Lumi. We call it clothes sex. You can say what it is.
It's okay. So it's in one of the endings he cuts an extra hole into you, so it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
That's just what Lumi's into, Kendra. You get used to it.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
Also, as a side note, while we had been talking, Dylan sent me this and just said Lumi.
No, that's Mal. Excuse you. Mal is the one that's into, as she calls them, werewolves. She is into the werewolves, not me.
Oh no.
So
Guro, that's Guro. I love Guro.
I love Guro. It's one of my favorite categories.
Anyways.
I feel like I know what Lumi's showing. Yes, Atari, because I already sent it to you. I sent it to you to get you down the Boyfriend to Death rabbit hole.
Apparently Atari's into it too, which is something I have to deal with.
Yes. You're welcome.
Anyways.
art pieces, or it could be a massive collection that stands as a testament to my adoration. So yeah, Yume shipping for some people can be pretty low-key, where the enjoyment mostly comes from collecting casually and consuming the media at home or maybe with a couple of friends. Whilst for others, this shipping culture can be very competitive and all-consuming, and at times...
Blue Alistair!
Why is...
something I don't know about.
Why is she blue?
I have just seen passing posts of Blue Alistair. I don't know what it... I think it might be an AU where just Alistair is eternally depressed.
It has to be. So.
I think it's an AU.
I actually like Has-Been Hotel, and I have no idea what this has to do with anything.
Competitive ranked shipping, hell yeah.
Blue Alistair, often referred to as 2P exclamation point Alistair.
No, not the 2Ps. No, we dealt with this in Italia. We don't need this in Has-Been Hotel.
What's 2P?
Oh my god, you were okay. It's God, this is a rabbit hole. All right, so back when I was really into Hitalia, and I was deep into the roleplay aspect, there was this AU just called 2P Talia, where it's just basically the evil, more or less evil mirrored versions of all of the countries. Well, more so mirrored personalities of all the countries. The ones that I RP'd personally was 2P England, 2P Canada, and
so like Underfail, like from like the Undertale fandom that I see sometimes.
Kind of, yes. It's like, okay, 2P England, for example, like one was a cannibal, but also likes baking sweets and everything, kind of like a Sweeney Todd-ish personality, but instead of meat pies, it's just sweets. 2P France, depressed as shit, smokes a lot, and actually likes England.
Okay.
2P America, he's an asshole. He's just a really big fucking asshole. 2P Canada, he hunts people for sport.
So, is a fan-created alternate universe version of the Has-Been Hotel character is the polar opposite of the canon Alistair. Unlike the sadistic and confident original, this version is depicted as soft-hearted, sad, shy, and emotionally vulnerable, frequently wearing blue tones instead of red.
So you're saying he's literally a sexy Tumblr man.
But cries all the time.
Cries.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but the art for 2P Talia back in the day, absolute fucking banger. I used to know a lot of 2P Talia ass blogs, and this is the one super depressing thing about it, is that people get way too parasocial, and a couple of the ass blogs had to, close down or disappear after some other ass blogs got super jealous and all this other shit. And I guess one of the popular 2P France artist unfortunately passed away after getting hit by a car when they were trying to get their friend out of traffic.
Dang.
No joking, we already have a 2P Mizu.
2P Mizu, it's just pink Mizu that's always nice to everybody. Toxic positivity, the puddle.
I'm gonna get that commissioned.
Oh my gosh.
2P Lumi, she's just normal.
Yeah.
2P Kendra, she's
very, very expensive.
You mean the world to me. I love you so much. Say something.
One well-known example of what could be considered Yume shipping is the man that married Hatsune Miku back in...
We're not comparing this to that. This is not even the same. Like, it can be, but I don't feel like it is.
No.
This is a step above.
Hold on. Look at the link. Rise of Digisexuals.
Yeah. This was posted on CNN.
Yep.
Make fun of the Miku man. It did the exact opposite.
2P Lumi is just a Lumi that likes hands.
Okay, but hands are hot. Like, what the fuck? It's not fair.
2P Lumi, she wants her lover's organs to stay inside their body.
Hey!
2018? Can you fact check that, Robin? Robin, if you hear me, fact check that. I'm gonna do a different take saying 2018. I'm putting the correct take. Is the man that married Hatsune Miku back in 2018? Fact check that for me. I'm trusting you. Don't cook me, Robin. 42-year-old Akihiko Kondo discovered Hatsune Miku whilst he was taking sick leave from work, very quickly becoming enamored and then later falling in love with the digital pop singer. And he ended up forming this attachment during a pretty dark patch of mental health issues and isolation.
Do you think if he would have waited a couple years, he would have gotten a full-size Miku sex doll?
I think he has one.
Oh yeah,
he bought it as soon as it came out.
I mean, for the marriage, instead of the little figure.
No, I don't think he would have brought the sex doll to the marriage.
You don't think so?
No.
No, that's just a little bit too weird. Like, he has one that he takes and carries around, but it's usually just for, like, nice photos and stuff.
I mean, he could be like the Ari guy.
The Ari guy?
Have you not seen the Ari guy?
No, I don't think so.
Here, I've seen the Ari guy so much, I actually know their Twitter handle by heart by now.
Their twiddle handle.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a safe for work
he thinks
picture.
he would have. I don't know.
Yeah, they're pinned is fine enough. So it's this person called Agony's Embrace.
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh.
That's the Ari guy.
Yeah. That is a life-size Ari sex doll. I've read some more of their Twitter. Apparently they have 3 of them.
Jesus.
And they have admitted they have not had sex with a single one of them.
I should be concerned. But,
and their mom is a hairdresser, and their mom helps them do the Ari's hair.
I'm having mixed feelings on that. I mean, it's good that she supports her child and does her hair.
I found the Ari doll, by the way. The specific one they bought. $2,238.
That's cheaper than I expected.
That is, to be fair, that is a high end. The most expensive one on the website is $3,000.
Yes, cheap because it's like with that much detail and seeing how she can bend in many places. Yes, I thought it would have been at least $1,000 more expensive.
Oh no, his was a bit cheaper because he's not having sex with it. He didn't get the one with the heated womb.
Oh, okay.
And if you're not having sex with it, you don't need the heated internals.
It's cheaper than League microtransactions. You know what? You're right. Wasn't there an RE skin that was like $500?
Yes. Here, let me heated womb. Yes, Chef. That's the thing.
Heated womb.
So the Ari skin that Lumi's talking about was the Immortalized Ari bundle, which at its cheapest cost 59,260 riot points, which would cost you between $500 to $550.
Well, wasn't that for that one League player? What was his name? Like
Baker.
Baker, yeah.
Baker is very famous, and I unfortunately know that. But yes, it is it reminded me of the Ari person. Heated coochie. Yes, if you're gonna get one, you gotta get the heated coochie. It adds to the experience. I mean, why else would you get one?
Isolation off the back of bullying and issues at work. And in order
You can also pay an extra $500 to have them sent in a coffin. Not a coffin, it's like a big box, but that's basically a coffin when you think about it.
better connect with the character that he loved, he went on to purchase the now sadly defunct Gatebox hologram device.
I wanted one of these, by the way, but I was a kid and they were like $400 something.
Yeah.
And I could not convince my parents to buy me one of these.
I think another company is doing something similar to this.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure more people recognize this type of technology with the big box in Tokyo with like the little cat that'll sit there every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Wanderer Shin over on Twitch. Thank you for stopping by.
As well as a life-sized posable doll of Hatsune Miku. And before any of you start saying, ooh, what kind of doll? What kind of doll did he buy? I'm fairly certain it is just like a nice normal, it's just a giant, almost like Dolphy style doll. Like it's a very posable doll. The head looks like an anime figurine as opposed to a love doll.
Honey, that's a sex doll. You can cope all you want. You can run around in circles. You can tell by how tight the skin is on it. It's silicone. It is a sex doll. And yes,
with a Miku head.
Her example is, because it's posable. They make those with steel bone structures now. Yeah, it's posable. They made them that way now. The world is advancing. The Foids are losing their grip on the male sexuality.
Oh my god.
Listen, we're moving in technology. That also means the other technology too.
Exactly. I've seen what you ladies buy on Bad Dragon. The men are allowed to have their own.
Fucking, where was it? Gatebox originally was founded like 10 years ago. So it was further away than we want it to be.
It's a sex doll with a Kigurumi head. It could be a Kigurumi head. However, there are some companies that make them with anime faces like this.
Doll. So I'm hoping, praying, putting my hands together on my knees, not in a weird way, hoping that obviously it's not a love doll. Also, just as another side note, the Gatebox.
Why though?
Because Miku was 16.
Well,
Don't yuck someone else's yum.
Well, here's always a question I've had, right? Because people always like shit on sex dolls, and like I get it to a degree because they're expensive. However, how is it any like if you have the money for it? How is it any different than any other sex toy?
Because there's a face attached to it.
Yeah, but it's not a real face.
But the face is still there.
But Mizu, you don't get it. That face is a minor.
This fucking article, bro. The man who married a hologram in Japan can no longer communicate with his wife. Now he can because we have more AI shit this year.
I guess you're right.
Devices company going under and therefore
Oh yeah, sorry. Guy loves thrashing for 2. Don't even get me started on that one Sally doll. There was a lot of questions about the Sally doll.
What's the Sally doll?
Have you never seen the Sally doll?
I don't think so. Are we talking about Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas?
How about Sally Acorn from Sonic?
Oh, that's even worse than I thought.
Oh, Sally Acorn.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I can show this one because it was on a Justin Wang video.
Oh, no.
So if it's his YouTube thumbnail, I'm pretty sure like I'm safe, right?
Oh no.
Open image, new tab. There you go. The famous Sally Acorn 4chan doll.
I remember this.
Made it himself.
I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I'm so scared, bro.
The Gura doll is the best one. Have you seen the Gura doll? I have not seen the Gura doll, Azahara.
I can see why God wants to wipe us out in the future.
Azahara, if you want to send me the Gura doll via Discord, go ahead. I'll send it.
What do you mean? What do you mean he used real? Those are human they. Oh.
Here.
The one with phone.
I'm so scared, bro. Hold up, let me. Look, I'm getting called somewhere.
Okay.
Just as a follow-up, we're gonna have this.
Yeah. It's like I happily forgot about the Sally doll for a long time. Thank you for bringing it back to the forefront of my consciousness.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't know how I survived this long.
Kindred Uptown. By the way, chat, this quote is from a fucking Spy Kids movie, and that's Steve Buscemi.
Spy Kids 2, Island of Dreams. I don't care what anybody says. I said this last Sunday. I will say it again. Spy Kids 2, best fucking Spy Kids movie.
Quote goes so hard.
It's like it's great. It's fantastic. Yes, Spy Kids 3 has a special place in my heart just because.
I'm the
just
guy.
Just because of the guy. Just because of the guy. It also, okay, technically, Spy Kids 3 predicted AI girlfriends.
Mm-hmm. I also like how
Spy
the whole
Kids
first
3D.
half of Spy Kids 3 is like a film noir movie for no reason.
Yeah.
Frog Jupiter for 2, sex dolls are bad because men like it. That's typically what people say.
Spy Kids 2 was the Experiment Island. Yes, the Island of Lost Dreams, I believe, or Island of Dreams. I don't remember.
Spy Kids 1 was the genetic abominations that turned into a children's show. Spy Kids 2 was we brought back dinosaurs and spliced them with monkeys and scorpions for some reason. And then Spy Kids 3 is we're trapped in a video game and fucking Sylvester Stallone plays 5 people who are all himself.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Who plays Frodo?
Fuck, I forgot his name.
The guy that plays Frodo shows up as the guy and immediately gets one shot.
Who plays Frodo? I forgot his name. Yeah. Original Frodo.
Elijah Wood. Thank you, chat.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, Elijah Wood
Spy
shows
Kids
up
4
for
fucking
literally about 30 seconds before immediately dying.
It's like the amount of like top Hollywood stars that showed up in random ass Spy Kids movies was absolutely insane. It's like when they all started joining for Sharknado films.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of times people would join those.
Called Dinkler.
A lot of times people would join those movies because they thought it was a fun idea for kids. Like, yeah. I think one of the people that was, I think they only showed up for 1 or 2 of the Spy Kids movies, was asked why they did it, and they said that they were kind of upset that they never had a movie they could show their nieces and nephews because everything they were in was super violent.
Yeah.
So they just really wanted to do a movie that they could bring to their nieces and nephews and be like, look at what I'm in, kids. Like, this is what I do. I'm an actor.
It's like, well, at the end of Spy Kids 3 was when just all the random ass Hollywood celebrities just showed up.
Danny Trejo. It might have been Danny Trejo that said that.
Yeah, because doesn't Danny Trejo play one of the uncles?
Mm-hmm.
Then Antonio Banderas.
The guy who played M. Bison in the old Street Fighter movie did it for his grandkids.
Nice.
There's a couple of people who have done movies like that who are like, I just wanted to do a movie like my my grandkids, my nieces, my nephews could watch, kind of deal. It really humanizes them a bit.
Yeah.
And then you have people like Nicolas Cage, who I'm pretty sure just says yes to everything that comes across his desk.
Oh yeah, Cheech was also in Spy Kids 3. George Clooney was in there. Selena Gomez. I forgot Selena Gomez was in there.
What was Selena Gomez?
Bill Paxton was in there.
Raul Julia acted so hard for such a bad movie. Be fair, Nicolas Cage needs the money. Is he broke?
I don't think he's broke.
I'm sure he makes plenty of money. I think that's why he does anything that comes across his desk, because he doesn't need it.
Currently his net worth is 40 million.
Yeah.
So it's gone down since his peak at 150 million.
Fair. I mean, that's still a lot of money.
After a series of financial missteps, real estate crashes, and extravagant purchases in the late 2000s led to significant debt. So he's been working on paying off his debts, which is why he has no money.
So, I had learned this the other day. Did you ever watch the movie Night at the Museum?
I fucking love Night at the Museum.
Did you ever watch the second one?
Yes, I did.
Did you watch the third one?
I did.
Did you watch the fourth one?
I did not.
I didn't even know there was a third one.
I watched the third one. I forgot about it for a while, but the first two are peak.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen of the third one is a scene somebody posted of a knight doing a sword fight with a triceratops. And I was like, this is kinda peak. We're kinda just wasting time until Kendra gets back. So, for
Night at
that...
the Museum 4 was a animated film.
For that, I'm gonna get us copyright claimed really quick. It's so funny. Almost as good as the knight from the Elder Scrolls ad. Who, by the way, my understanding is he showed up like once for 5 seconds and then never again, even though he's everybody's favorite character.
And also, don't forget, everybody, Night at the Museum 3 was the last movie that Robin Williams filmed before he passed away.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, fair. I didn't know that.
So that the speech at the end of his character saying goodbye just hit a lot harder.
Yeah. Knight is top tier. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but there's always like... Whenever somebody makes a generic knight character, they always have to make them go really hard for no reason.
Yeah.
Human male knights are always the pinnacle of combat. Well, Kendra might be gone for a minute, so let's continue, Lumi.
Yeah, okay.
This continuing service is low-key really heartbreaking. As before, Miku could drink champagne, talk with Akihiko, help him with his emails, and just engage with him on a more personal level. And so when the service terminated, he basically lost his ability to communicate directly with the girl, the woman that he fell in love with. Although he does have optimistic hopes that one day he will be able to resume that connection, even if it's not with the Gatebox company's service. Akihiko has labeled his attraction and relationship to...
Speaking of, here, we could search this. Did he ever...
Hello.
Welcome back. We were talking about Night at the Museum.
The only thing that I can find on him is talking about when the thing shut down. He is apparently, as of 2024, though, still considers himself married to Hatsune Miku and has been loyal to her for up to 6 years at the time of this article. I I was trying to find if there was any mention of him like experimenting with AI chatbots for the Miku thing. But like every article just talks about either him or when the thing shut down.
Huh.
Yeah, there's I guess people stopped caring because now everybody's dating a fictional character, I guess.
Oh. You were talking about Night at the Museum. Sorry. My family surprised us with another dog.
Aww.
Yeah, we were
just got another dog.
we were just trying to burn some time till you got back.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh,
honestly, the ring on the little nub is kind of cute.
It is adorable.
Yeah.
To Miku as being part of fictosexuality, which, if you haven't heard of the term before, basically means somebody is primarily or exclusively attracted to just fictional characters. However, through a 2026 lens and with a wider awareness and understanding of yume shipping and self-shipping, Akihiko's story does align with the more extreme end of behavior that can be found with some yume shippers. His falling in love with a fictional character as well as trying to find ways to put himself with her is very much something that you can find within yume shipping culture. Although I do feel like it's important to clarify now that just because you are a yume shipper, that doesn't mean that you don't have a real life relationship. Quite a few yume shippers do identify as just being lesbian, have lesbian relationships, have gay relationships, or heterosexual relationships.
Why specifically lesbian?
Well, you see... Wait a minute. Does this technically fall in line with the people that marry themselves?
No, that's narcissism.
Yeah.
That's
I
different.
said what I said. It's like, why marry myself? That's boring. Why not marry a fictional character?
I mean, okay, but what if you marry your own OC?
Yeah.
Is that technically still not a form of narcissism? You created the perfect character yourself who obeys your every whims and commands?
I always hate
kind of
when
like people who marry their dogs?
I always hate when people go to something like this and they're like, so this thing is on the extreme end of this specific community, and it's like, why? Because it's like tangentially related? Like there's a lot of things that you could say are like tangentially related. It doesn't mean they're actually like a pathway from one to the other, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Like regardless of how you feel about the guy, he's definitely a little mentally unwell.
Yeah.
And you can't put that in the same camp as somebody who has completely healthy, normal relationships that just like writes fan fiction of themselves with a fictional character. It's not like anywhere close on the same level or even similar to each other. Marrying your own OC is called masturbation.
Many yume shippers do have real life relationships, or if they don't have a relationship right now, they still have the capability.
Also, yes, chat, none of her statues are technically adult characters, regardless of what she wants to say about it.
Yeah.
But Sonic O is an adult. That's the difference.
It's so weird that she's like so anti-lolly, and then we've got like the squid lolly down here. Basically everybody's in a schoolgirl uniform. We've got Miku, which technically, yeah, Miku's like 16, whatever. The needy streamer overdose girl. It's just funny.
16. Yeah.
It's just funny.
And desire to form one in the real world. So I guess if you want to boil it down, being fictosexual can come under yume shipping or be a core component in somebody starting to yume ship, but yume shippers are not always fictosexual. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Also, fictosexuality has a flag. I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh, dude, does
not everything needs a flag.
I told you it gets worse.
That's literally just the ripoff of the ace flag.
Which also doesn't need a flag, you just have low libido.
It's like, again, we don't have to make things so difficult. Just say self-ship. Self-ship, that's it. Simple, easy explanation. It explains itself. You don't have to get all technical. You don't need intricate labels for everything. Just say, wow, this character's hot.
My thing is, it's like, I'm just still stuck on the flag. It just looks like a ripoff of the asexual flag. Like, you think with fictional characters they would make a more interesting flag.
Yeah.
But I guess
Yume
copyright would
equals
stop.
self-shipping. Yes, I know Yume equals self-shipping, but Yume shipping sounds fucking retarded and is a new gen fucking term. Self-shipping, just fine.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I hope your hobby gets a flag.
Also, I can already see a video on the side I think we're gonna have to suffer through later.
Oh.
What do you think?
Oh, the Manhara-chan. Okay, so I know a little bit about that one. Basically, a guy made a markable girl who basically is a self-harmer, and the people got mad at him because he made her marketable. Yeah.
Yume shippers have a flag? I don't think they have a flag, but they probably do. If they've got a flag, let's put it on screen right now. Load it up. Enhance. There are many cases where Yume shippers, or those who are more dedicated to extreme forms of oshikatsu, will go on dates with their FO, celebrating their fictional other's birthday, and in some cases even having a marriage ceremony. One content creator known as Hikari Sunshine.
Here's another question I have, and I guess this is to the chat as well as both of you. How much of this are these people actually being into this, and how much of it is the nature of getting attention on social media?
I think a good portion of it is the nature of getting attention on social media or for just content creation. Because okay, if they make content off of this, they're doing it for the content. As soon as they stop getting money and attention off of it, they're probably just going to stop completely.
Yeah, I think for right now, it's in the beginning stages where it's like still like you can like give the benefit of the doubt, like yeah, they're probably still into this, and then you'll probably see in a couple of years where people like do the bare minimum and they're like, I'm a part of the community because I think we're going a little bit too far with the wedding ceremony to think that maybe they might be kidding, just a little bit for me personally. Like I know people will go that far. Yeah. But I don't think we're there yet. It hasn't hit the mainstream people faking DID levels yet.
Miku Guy was real. Important thing to note, though, with Miku Guy, other people reported on him. He was not posting videos of himself and Miku online all over the place.
Yeah.
With these people we're talking about now, these are people that are constantly making content out of this. So for them, it becomes a question. Are you doing this for content? Or are you doing this because you actually are deeply involved in this?
Yeah. Not only that, but let's be real here. The only reason why they made fun of the Miku Guy because he was a guy.
Yeah.
Like these are like girls like in their 20s and teens who are doing all this, who can afford to spend this type of money. That's why it's like I don't think we're hitting the like levels yet where it's like people are doing the bare minimum. But I can also see the benefit of the doubt. Like, yeah, they're probably just doing this for money because, again, you can't make fun of a cute girl. That's being sexist and weird. Let them enjoy things and stuff like that.
Chat says we do need to do one on the Manhara-chan because she doesn't do any research when it comes to mental health.
No fun.
Also, Frog Jupiter for 2 on the Incel Wiki. There's an Incel pride flag. Trust me, I was aware.
Not the Nevada tan. I know about that one. Oh my gosh. Do you guys know about that one?
I don't.
Okay, so basically there was a young girl in Japan. To basically boil it down, there's like a lot of stuff in between. She got sick of one of these girls in class and she decided to kill her. She did. And because of the way she was smiling in the photo, because it's always smiling in photos, people basically made memes of her being like, oh, Nevada, because she was wearing a Nevada shirt. And people were like, hey, so it's kind of like that one girl who went yandere on that butler guy that she really liked. Maybe we shouldn't make art of this child killer.
She was 11.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's like a lot to it.
This is a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
That's a story for another day.
Like I said, listen, I had to boil it down. It's kind of crazy.
AKA Lucy, has been a long-time Yume shipper of the character Mami Nanami.
Learned a few years back that Nevada Can got doxxed. They stabbed somebody to death.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to hide that.
You're kind of gonna get doxxed. You're kind of gonna get doxxed if you did a crime. It's what they did with the Junko guys. Like,
yeah.
Also, I'm not saying that you have a poor choice in Rent a Girlfriend, because anybody who likes Rent a Girlfriend does this to themselves. But if you're going to go after any of the Rent a Girlfriend girls, at least go after the redhead.
Or just avoid that series altogether, because it's just a way for the author to get his rocks off.
Listen, that thing has over like 43 volumes. You did this to yourself.
From the series Rent a Girlfriend. She posts a lot of content around her Oshikatsu collection of mami, so things like acrylic standees, button badges, pictures, as well as her general love of the character. And back in 2023, she actually held an engagement party with Mami. And then in December of 2025, quite literally just last month, she posted a video stating that she'd had her marriage ceremony with Mami Nanami. And this wasn't just some casual affair at a cafe. Lucy can be seen in a full wedding dress and veil that fit her fantastically. And her plush of Mami is also wearing a custom-made wedding dress and veil too. And the caption under this video on TikTok reads, "We did it! Mami and me had our 2D wedding today. A beautiful symbolic ceremony organized..."
Technically, it was a 3D wedding. Both of you were technically 3D.
The plush was 3D.
By Sun Euro Weddings. Mami's dress was custom made for her and mine fit just right. We had the happiest and most special moment together walking down the aisle, and we also got a very special eternal love ring. This is not a legal or religious wedding, but just a way to celebrate the Yume Joshi way of life and my love of how amazing of a character she...
See, this is the kind of ones that make me go, I think you're just doing it for the content.
Yeah.
You're like, it's the Yume Joshi way of life. Like, I don't think so. I think you just did that for content.
She is. I will continue supporting her with everything I have, forevermore. And although Lucy refers to herself as Mami's wife in follow-up videos, in my opinion, this admiration isn't anything to be concerned about. It doesn't feel delusional or out of touch with reality. Lucy's way of...
She had a wedding with her. If you have an issue with Miku Guy,
Mizu.
you have to have an issue with her.
You don't understand. It's perfectly fine and not creepy because she's a woman.
I guess.
Listen, all she has to do is make a gigantic mommy doll that can peg her. That's it.
Engaging with Mami is definitely more of a support and a genuine love and admiration of the character, as opposed to replacing real life relationships with a very one-sided fictional one. Lucy very clearly has friends that she does see regularly, and she also has other Oshis that she likes to support too. It's just that Mami so happens to be her favorite. And another thing about self-shipping, or Yume shipping, whatever term you would like to use, is that it isn't exclusive to cute anime girls either. In fact, a lot of Yume shippers actually gravitate towards more unlikely love interests than you would expect. TikTok user Van Gatto is an Aina Yume shipper, having also held their own marriage ceremony with Aina, as well as also dedicating most of their social posting to this relationship as well. Or a personal favorite user of mine is Stanscene's Angel Wife, a Yume...
Hey, Lumi, they got yours.
Fuck off, Addie.
Okay, my thing is, and this is just something I noticed. Notice how with the stuff with Miku, she was kind of like dancing around it. And this one, she's like, oh yeah, no, I'm super supportive, guys. And I'm just like, I understand what you were trying to do in the sense that you weren't like, you were trying to be nice, but it says a lot about, it's like, again, you think it's weird because it's a guy and you had to put all this precaution tape being like, yeah, I think he's not doing anything to the Miku doll, hopefully. And it's just, yeah, she's having a wedding ceremony, but it's for affirmation of the character, not because she actually likes, not because she actually doesn't like the character. She's just doing it for admiration, and she has friends, unlike that other guy.
And that we saw none of them at the wedding.
It's like, honestly, I think the people that do this for the love of the game, not doing it for content or anything like this, are the ones that get art made. Like the bubble bath self-shipper, this girl. The ones who, like, they support artists at the same time while getting their self-insert drawn with these characters. That's what I call love of the game, not printing out somebody else's art to make your own buttons and shit like that. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you do that, okay, that's fine. But again, it's people like Eddie, where it's like, again, it's you are trying to be respectful, but you can kind of, but like any onlooker would clearly, like when they're paying attention, is like, you're not really being respectful of him, but you're being respectful of them. Let's be real here, because they're girls or female presenting. That's the only reason why. And it's kind of mean, bro. Let women enjoy things.
The shipper of the American Dad couple, Stan and Francine. Michelle, or Morty as they sometimes like to be known or show themselves as, has a lot of...
Wait, sorry, what did they say they like to be their name?
I think it was Francine.
They say Morty?
A Yuma shipper of the American Dad couple, Stan and Francine. Michelle, or Morty as they sometimes like to...
Why?
I don't know.
Like Rick and Morty?
I think
maybe she cosplays female Morty. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
to be known or show themselves as, has a lot of custom commissions featuring their OC engaging with Stan and Francine individually and together in various scenarios, outfits and situations, with the throuple now having gotten married as of December 2025. A lot of Yume shipping weddings are happening in 2025. I've noticed this actually when I was doing the research for this video, going through all the like very kind of obvious social posts.
That's what I'm talking about, is a lot of this ends up feeling very performative for content. It's like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of them just recently this year getting married. I'm like, kind of feels a little
It's like the wedding performative, but at least she's getting some fucking banger ass art done.
Yay.
I mean, fair.
Posting and tagging for Yume shipping. Oh, everybody's getting married in December. Winter weddings, the magic of Christmas, Christmas miracles, all coming true for these Yume shippers. Everyone for some reason is going for December. Oh my god, like, it's a weird trend. Congratulations though. Merry Christmas and congratulations. And another really cute detail about this specific Yume shipper is that they actually made a custom marriage certificate with themselves, Stan and Francine, as well as drawing or getting commissioned an art piece featuring their wedding photo. In some ways, this particular Yume shipper also sees their relationship as kind of an AU, as opposed to something that they themselves, their human self, actively engages in a real world way. Although just like previous...
Well, there, we're back to it, what you just said, like, it's trying to dance around it. Like, oh no, it's not it's not the same for this person. It's more like an AU when it's them. Like, you just really did not like Miku, guy.
Well, you see, he's weird and Japanese. These are American-looking girls. And that's my thing. It's like, I'm not saying she is, but it's giving sexism, maybe a little bit of racism. Like,
oh, 100%.
Like, it's weird how she's dancing around it. Because all the people she's showing are, let's be real here, white passing women or female presenting creators. And it's like, she's showing them all in this positive light. Like, she could have shown a ton of like different type of Yume or like self-shippers during the part where she was like, oh yeah, and all the people are getting married. And she should have showed off like a variety of that. But all she keeps showing, and again, this isn't like to be like offensive to these girls. It's just mostly women and female presenting creators who just so happen to look white or white passing.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. It's kind of weird.
Previous Yume shipping examples, Stanzine's angel wife does do a lot of the oshikatsu behavior that we've come to expect. Again, these being taking out their dolls or their figurines of Stan and Francine to go on dates, to do cute little date things, taking pictures of Stan and Francine with them to places. Like, they do a lot of the same things that many other Yume shippers do, but they definitely have more of an extended universe going on where there's kind of separate storylines that have happened or are happening. It's very interesting. It's a very kind of like fun account to follow. I kind of love it. I won't lie. Every time they pop up on my For You page, kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. I think it's fun. I think it's a little silly in a good way. I think it's fun. Also, really good ship name. American Angel, mint. Stanstein's Angel Wife, mint. Also, I'm gonna say this right now, but the Yume shipping community is one that consistently pays independent artists to do custom artwork of their OC or them with their FO. Like so many people who participate in self-shipping will pay a good chunk of change to have these images, these custom artworks to have in their bag, to have on their wall, to put in a little photo card holder. They pay out of the nose for this artwork, and they often also promote the artist too through social media posts, which often also do really well. Like, it's a cool little community that does regularly support independent businesses, artists, and sellers. And in an age of AI and stolen art, I see this kind of contribution as a net positive. But Addy, what happens if somebody else ships themselves with your FO? Can multiple people Yume ship the same person? Well, for some of the community and who participate in Yume shipping,
oh my god, yeah. Really pause it. Non-sharing self-shippers are, oh boy.
They're a rabbit hole, aren't they?
You can't do this because you don't own the character.
No. You don't understand. You think antis are bad when it comes to like sending death threats towards other people and just being some of the most vile people in existence.
Oh no, I've seen it. There used to be one back in the day that was this way over Naruto.
Yeah.
It was Naruto.
Non-sharing self-shippers. It's like usually they stay in their own corner. They don't interact with like anybody else. And usually they will just flat out block people. Just like, you know, make sure that they never see anybody who likes that same character around them ever again. But some of them go absolutely crazy and send death threats and sometimes dox other people.
Yeah. Let's see if we actually get into any of that.
And are kind of okay with the fact that other people will inevitably Yume ship with their FO. I guess it's kind of part and parcel for forming a relationship with somebody that just doesn't exist in real life. You can't really be accused of cheating when you don't have any autonomy for yourself.
What is this fucking image in the background?
It's so funny. At least they're making a joke out of it.
Yeah.
Some people are, but like somebody that actually believes like I'm a non-sharing self-shipper, like no, you're mentally unwell. At that point, yeah. I personally believe you are mentally unwell and you have gone to the point you need a therapist.
Yeah.
It's not like a little game anymore. It's not just something you're doing for fun. Now you are probably genuinely crazy.
Yeah.
However, some people are known as non-sharing Yume shippers. This means that those under this label do not want to see, interact with, or necessarily even acknowledge that other people ship themselves with their fictional other, with their Oshi.
I am a non-sharing Yume shipper. Basically, I act
not
as if I am the
infiltrating
only person.
Not the VTuber.
They keep spreading, guys. They keep infiltrating.
Yume ships with my FO. I don't comment on other people's posts saying that I'm Sebi's only wife and you can't have it, but I do block them. I've been asked quite frequently why I'm non-sharing. I have many reasons, but the biggest one for me is that Yume shipping can get incredibly competitive, especially when you throw an Oshikatsu culture into the mix. I have a shrine, which I put a lot of effort into building, and that shrine has costed quite a bit of money and effort to build. It would be extremely disheartening for me to constantly see other people with larger and more impressive shrines.
I can't. As a guy, I can't hear that and not just crack up.
I mean,
I just can't deal when I see people with other larger, more impressive ones than mine.
I'll say this though, at least her model's cute. Listen. There are a lot of models out there. At least hers is cute. She has style and design sense.
Thank you for the raid, Akko. You came at a perfect time.
Okay, I decided to see if I could find her Twitter. She doesn't have a Twitter, but I did find her Twitch.
Nice.
and she is she's abrasive, that's for sure. Hold on, I'll post it in Hostface.
Right? What do you mean?
She in her FAQs, a lot of it is no, fuck you, fuck off, and shit like that.
Oh, dang. I get, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, okay,
Why is their lowest bit redeem called fish sound effect? They're a deer.
Do you want to find that out, Mizu?
Okay, what's horny fish?
Yeah, they're first off, they're a deer, and their bit redeems are fish sound effects, horny fish sound effects. Thank you for the Dojin character, even though it's breaking. I'm sorry. One called "Driving in My Car," which I know what that is. That's the fucking Deltarune meme. And then Sebastian gas station sushi meme. Lumi, what the fuck is this?
No.
So here's the part Lumi was talking about. Can I add you on Discord? No, fuck off. Can I add you on Steam? No, fuck off. Can you commission me for artwork? No, fuck off. Can your viewers commission me for artwork? No, fuck off. Also, I am a part-time streamer, full-time, disabled, plural punk.
Oh no! Oh no!
The fuck is a plural punk?
I'm plural, and only one of many in this body. We share some accounts. No, I will not elaborate. Do not ask. Do you have a boy? Oh.
Their model is very pretty.
Ships with. No. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, he's a fictional fish named Sebastian Solis from the hit game Roblox. I sleep with a plushie of him every night. Oh god, I know exactly what character this is.
Look, I'm just telling you, this is the point when I think like you're losing it. Although that actually, but I really don't like that they have like a generic anime girl VTuber, because the actual artwork they have in their about page looks so much more unique and cuter.
Yeah.
This might be a customizable model because those ears and antlers don't match the hair.
I know. Like, you need to get like whatever you have right there in the corner. You need to get that as a model because that's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Don't force your religion onto others. Many members of my community are in the process of deconstruction, and I do not need people coming in here and setting back their progress by shaming them. What is your community about? What the fuck is going on over here?
I'm so scared right now. I don't know. I don't understand. You do you, bro. You do you.
Chat, this is why I don't actually go look up anybody that appears in these videos, because I know it's just going to be a tangent of me going, what the fuck is going on?
Don't worry. He also does VR chat with a giant bazunga reindeer model.
Yeah.
Makes me feel as if I'm not dedicated enough, when realistically, it may simply be a difference in exposable income or time. And that goes the other way around too. Oshikatsus in particular are always trying to one-up each other, and this competitiveness amplifies when you share the same Oshi. I have quite a large shrine, and I don't want any of the doubles I encounter to feel any resentment for me and my shrine. By being non-sharing, I have absolutely nobody to compete with, since doubles just don't exist to me. I can focus on Yume shipping and building my shrine for myself, and not just one-upping my doubles.
The Oshikatsu element of Yume.
It's just mental illness.
I'm not, I can't say anything.
It is a mental problem at that point. Like,
I ain't saying nothing.
I'm not saying that as an insult either. Like, I genuinely think you need to go to therapy. Granted, once you check their profile, it's like, oh yeah, I'm a plural. I'm many people in one body. Yeah, you need to go to therapy, which you fucking need.
Yume shipping is something that can very quickly become very competitive and sometimes quite bitter as well, depending on the circles you're running in. People showing off larger collections, having limited edition merchandise from things like pop-up stores or collaboration cafes, or even just a wider variety of custom merchandise, which again does cost a
Fucking her from Camp.
Okay, I've only ever heard of Camp in like passing and seen some clips here and there. Is it even that good to warrant this much?
Camp actually is really fun to watch.
Okay.
It depends what you're into.
Niche.
But enough to make this much custom merch.
I mean, she is hot. I'm just saying.
Oh.
A big chunk of change to usually commission or buy. And I guess it can make it hard to feel like you're a #1 fan of somebody or something, or the biggest lover of that person, if somebody else has more stuff than you that seems to show a level of physical dedication. Especially when you are exposed unwillingly to somebody who clearly has more resources and income than you do to spend on their Yume. And equally for a smaller minority, Yume shipping is this very strong emotional romantic attachment. And I can understand that seeing other people engaging with that character, showing their relationship with that character that you are genuinely so invested and even in love with, could potentially feel like you're being cheated on or really
I'll pause
hurt
for a
your
second.
feelings.
It's like, okay, me and my friend Ham, we both enjoy the characters Strayed from Boyfriend to Death. And wanna know what we do? We talk about the various ways that our characters would absolutely annoy the fuck out of that dude, and then she would draw both of our characters in those situations. So just that, it's like, I don't understand the non-sharing self-shippers and stuff like that. It's like, I enjoy being a freak with my friends. I enjoy yapping with Atari about his growing love of Lawrence from the second Boyfriend to Death game.
I think it's because a lot of people are antisocial. That's my own. It's
the new gens. It's only the new gens, because that other dear girl person is only 22 years old.
Yeah.
We are doomed as a species.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay. I've always been a bit of an accelerationist. I kind of believe that we need to like speed things along to destruction in order to reset society. People could say whatever they want about me, but tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that you see a way to fix this shit.
Yeah, there's no way.
Make you feel very insecure. I don't think it's unfair to say that Yume shipping can be a hobby and an interaction that can be appealing to people who may be lonely, suffering with various mental health illnesses that could make them feel isolated, or those who just seem to struggle to form real-world relationships. And so although by no means am I saying that the average Yume shipper is this very rigid, lonely, depressed person only into Yume shipping because of that loneliness and struggle, there is definitely—
I'm saying that. Once you're marrying your character, you are a manic depressive weirdo that needs to go to a therapist.
But those are the crazy ones.
That's what I'm saying.
I self-ship for the fun of the game.
definitely a small number of outliers who engage far more emotionally than others. And again, that's not a crime, but I do think some people just take it to heart more. Yes? Yes, please. Thank you. Yippee! Now, another thing that can happen with Yume shipping is the discourse surrounding who somebody is Yume shipping with. Although, as mentioned before, Yume shipping isn't just exclusive to the age-appropriate cute anime girls. A lot of people do get—
Oh, now we're gonna whine about lollies.
Yep.
Comfortable when Yume shipping a more morally ambiguous or just kind of dicey character. People shipping themselves with morally objectionable works of fiction, or minors shipping themselves with adults. And in these situations, Yume shipping can—
Her face. Anyways, I don't care. I will ship my characters with the morally questionable characters that I enjoy in fiction. For example, Leland Coyle from the Outlast Trials. I will ship my character with the absolute racist former KKK member police officer. All I want.
Oh my gosh.
See, she has just laid out two things, and both of them, the solution is supposed to be ignore it, but for vastly different reasons. Because the first one she said is adults shipping themselves with characters that are morally questionable, which first off, the problem with things being morally questionable is everybody's morals are different. So just because you find it morally questionable doesn't mean it's actually morally questionable. But in that case, the option is to ignore it because it doesn't matter. It's still just fiction. It doesn't hurt anybody. The other situation she brought up, though, is kids shipping themselves with adult characters. In that case, you don't interact with it because you should not be interacting with children who try to insert themselves in sexual conversations. You are the adult.
Exactly.
It is your responsibility to cut them off and say, no, we're not talking about this.
Was it not only that, but it's like normal. Like, you cannot like it. But there's a reason why cartoons and like shows and adults even like poke fun at kids that fall for adults, because that's just a normal thing kids do.
Yeah.
And that's something you teach them, you know, if you're their parent or the adult in question, to be like, haha, child, you are a child, go away, or go talk to your parents about it.
Yeah.
Like this is like some moral dilemma. It's literally just adults did it for so long. That's why you know about that it's bad, because the adults in your life steered you in the right direction.
Yeah.
Stop making it more exaggerated than it is.
Yeah, you do not have to interact with the kids. Leave it.
It's common for kids to like, you know, like that's how they start with the whole self shipping thing, because, you know, for everyone has their first fictional crush. For example, I've said this before, I'll say it again. My first fictional crush that I have a distinct memory of was Darkheart from the Care Bears movie.
What is it?
The dude the ginger dude that could turn himself into a dragon. He was the concept of loneliness.
I think I know what you're talking about, but my first, I didn't self-ship, but I did actually like this character a lot. The guy, the older guy from Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Yes. Hold on, let me. And also, it's like the fucking voice actor for Darkheart didn't have to go that fucking hard for his voice role either. That kind of enabled it a little bit too. I fall in love with voices first. At this ginger fuck.
Let me see this. Okay, I kind of see it. He's giving that one villain from Tokyo Mew Mew.
Yes.
he's giving that villain from Tokyo Mew Mew. You know the one I'm talking about, the femboy. Yes. The femboy, but masculine looking one.
Yeah, I know exactly. Who you're talking about.
Kind of veer into the realm of dark shipping. Dark shipping, for understandable reasons, can sometimes carry a lot of discourse and controversy. And to clarify, dark shipping can have some very taboo, toxic kind of relationships and dynamics.
Dark shipping is a new thing. Fuck off. Dark shipping is a newer term than fucking the new definition for pro shipping. That is so fucking stupid, because they're like, oh, pro shipping and dark shipping are two different things. Dark shipping is more edgy and gross compared to pro shipping. It's like, no, it's not. Oh, I hate New Gen so much.
What is that? I'm putting it in side chat right now. Ben Ravencroft. It was specifically when the budget increased and he turned evil.
Yes, I love Ben Ravencroft. Oh my god. He didn't have to be so hot.
It was specifically when he was evil and the budget increased. We got to specify that, because there's Ben Ravencroft in the beginning of the movie and Ben Ravencroft near the end of the movie.
Yes, I see the vision. I see it, I accept it, and I love it.
Mizu, we got to hear from you. You're first.
Who was your first, Mizu?
Frankie Foster.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The teen, the vaguely goth girl.
Yeah. That got most guys into their first redhead.
Yeah.
Like, quite frankly, I think most guys can be like, yeah, no, redhead lady, that was mine.
Mm.
Dynamics, it can be a very controversial thing, sometimes for very good reason. So again, it's one of those things that a lot of people do try to just stay away from as a general, because the association with it is usually stuff like older and younger. It can be stuff like violent relationships or abusive relationships. But in reality, the amount of genuinely harmful ships that are actively posted about publicly online are very, very few and far between. And a lot of the time, the more problematic ones rarely deserve the amount of viscera, harassment, or even allegations that are often received, with most of that coming.
This is kind of what I'm talking about, because you just said it was morally objectionable, and now you're saying, well, they don't deserve the harassment. But it's morally objectionable. You just said that a minute ago. Like, you put yourself in this really weird situation where it's like you say it's wrong for them to do it, but then say they shouldn't get harassment for it. It sends mixed messages to your audience.
From teenagers online. Yep. Thank you. You may come in. Enter my chambers. Ooh, a Nara biscuit. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I do have a full video.
Was it? I just need to say this. Okay, it's one thing to break out into a skit, and then there's just one thing of going on like tiny tangents in the middle of the video. That's like that's the annoying thing about her videos so far. Yeah. It's like, it's one thing if you do the tiny skit with the editor and it's like, oh, edit the thing out, and then the editor puts it back in. I have no idea what's going on in this context when she's asking to order coffee and everything, and it's kind of
somebody's
just
walking into her room.
At that point, just cut it out.
Yeah.
It's just distracting and adds. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
I just think it's a little weird, but it's whatever.
About fandom and censorship and purity culture and all the nuances that go with that it's going to be a very, very long watch, a very detailed watch coming soon. It's in the works. And so
is that the video you're talking about, Louie?
Purity culture video. I am not looking forward to her takes on fucking purity culture in anime and fandoms.
So I will go in depth on these kind of topics and the nuances of certain things in that video, because I do feel like it needs a steady hand to properly discuss it, because my god, the internet's too trigger happy to loosely glaze on it. If I loosely glaze on it, call me a donut, because I'm gonna have a hole in me, because people are gonna be punching my guts out online.
I don't think you know what glaze means which is weird, because I'm pretty sure you're younger than us.
Yeah, she most definitely is. It's like, if you want a better video talking about, media literacy and purity culture, there is a YouTuber that just goes by E. She did fantastic video on media literacy that I watched about 3-ish months ago. She talks about the discourse around the coffin of Andy and Lele and a few other quote-unquote controversial games and shows and stuff, and just, yeah, she does good.
But yeah, chat, purity culture is just exactly what it sounds like. It's the kids trying to come into like adult spaces and be like, no, but this has to be safe for work. It has to be, good Christian fun. Like, we can't have any of this nonsense.
And because of its more eccentric nature, Yumi shipping has gained some level of ire in certain communities and fandoms. Some just finding it simply cringeworthy and over-consumeristic due to its oshikatsu and collecting tendencies, whilst others question the ethics and morality of those who become too immersed in these fantasies. In my opinion, it's definitely more unusual to go so far as to seriously ship yourself with a fictional character. Dedicating that much time and money to somebody who simply isn't real could be a genuine cause for concern if those doing it are fully withdrawing from society in order to facilitate it. The rise of predatory applications like character AI, or even just tools like Grok on X, definitely do present a real threat to healthy social development, especially when it comes to people who might already be prioritizing fantasy over reality, or falling down rabbit holes such as the manosphere off the back of maybe a bad break.
Why do you have to bring up the manosphere? Why is it just like randomly thrown in there? You're like, manosphere. Anyways, keep moving.
And again, it's like you just went through an entire, like, part of this video was you celebrating the girls and only discrediting the guy. And then suddenly it's, oh, but like this crosses the border and it might be actually really unhealthy and it could lead to consumeristic, like, integrity and everything. And it's like, well, you kind of gotta be, like, this is why you gotta be careful when being biased in a video like this. Even subtle biases, stuff like that. It's like, you gotta be better than this, bro.
I also, because she's bringing up character AI as if character AI is what's making people really bad. I think it can make, like, it can affect kids really badly. But if you're an adult that is already, like, so heavily into self-shipping that your entire room is wall-to-wall, one singular character that you regularly post about how you're married to, and you get genuinely physically ill at the idea that other characters would ship themselves with him, the AI is not what's making you mentally unwell. You were already there. You had been there for a while. Buzzwords. Yeah, throwing out the manosphere thing is just like a random buzzword. I don't know why she had to include that, other than, like, guys, you have to know I'm a leftist because I don't like the manosphere.
What's the manosphere? Can I be real with you?
It's typically given by, it's a term made up sort of by bread tubers of a collective of anything that is quote unquote for men. And they include tons of different communities in it that have absolutely nothing to do with each other, including men's rights activists, incels, pickup artists, basically anything that is male-centric is in the manosphere. They will unironically put Joe Rogan in there right next to Andrew Tate, I think is the guy's name.
Other men came up with this term, right?
No.
Oh,
it's bread
never
tubers.
mind. I don't. Just imply it's bread tubers. Yeah, we don't classify gender with those. They're just the breads.
Well, because it's supposed to be a pejorative term. If you are involved in the manosphere, you are a bad person who is actively like a woman hater. That is what they mean when they say manosphere.
Breakup, or just an unsuccessful love life. However, most of the time, a good majority, high majority of the time, the practice of yume shipping or self-shipping is simply just an extension of the already existing oshi and oshikatsu culture. Most often it's a form of collecting and show.
Hey, Lumi, it's the Randy guy.
Hey, there she is. Let's see, look at update to the shrine of my husband and Randy Marsh. Spent a lot of time reorganizing the touch. I'm so happy with how it all turned out. Oh, but yeah, she had to get rid of some of her stuff. It was so sad.
Of dedication to a character, or maybe even a person that you genuinely really love. When it comes to yume shipping too, I've noticed in my experience that a lot of people that are more openly vocal and serious about yume shipping or being a non-sharing yume shipper are often teenagers, people who are a little bit younger. And as we all probably know from lived experience, because I feel like if you've made it to adulthood, you've been a teenager, but being a teenager is a weird transition into adulthood. It can be a very weird, lonely, isolating, and turbulent time for many people just because of hormones, let alone social interactions with your peers, learning where your place is in the world, learning about your sexuality, your gender identity. All of these things can make that period of time very confusing and very isolating in some cases. Sure, in some cases,
I would argue a lot of people have made that time more confusing for kids, when the reality is 98% of them are going to go, yes, I'm a cis male, and yes, I like women. That's like, the reality is 98% of kids, once they're in their 20s, 21-ish range, are going to be like, actually, I'm very bog standard normal, and I don't have anything strange or interesting about my sexuality.
Not only that, but she just showed a bunch of women who had the money to not only fly out to Japan, but like buy all this stuff and even throw a wedding for themselves. This would actually be bad to show to kids because it would make them think that if they like a character, they're going to have to compete with that.
Yeah.
Because it can be a little extreme, sometimes even a little intense, but generally this intensity only exists online. It is almost always an online-only issue. And despite all the room for personal objections or opinions as an outsider, I do think it's great that those who tend to Yume ship often end up investing into small businesses, independent artists on places like VGen or social media. They often give...
Don't tell people to go to VGen. We don't need... We don't need more people showing up there right now.
No, not only that, VGen is, number one, the whole thing is it's the anime-centric zone. Number two, people get scammed on there. You're going to send like a bunch of kids over there, they're going to get scammed.
Because people don't pay attention to like what they're buying on there. You have to do like at least a little bit of research on people still.
Back to their community and the local anime and artist community just by proxy of their love of that character and wanting to create...
You're gonna hate hearing me say this, by the way. Not you guys, but her. They are not putting money into quote-unquote their community. When people say that, they refer to like their physical, real-world community, because having a real-world, physical, bustling economy is good for basically everything around you. It improves roads, it improves infrastructure, it brings more business closer to you, that kind of stuff. Sending money out to a random artist who is likely in another country just because they like the similar stuff that you do is not actually putting money into your community. It is shipping it out of the country somewhere else. It is... That's not what putting money into your community means. It's not a general term.
Merchandise and artwork that just doesn't exist. Again, it is a net positive in keeping the community alive. And at the end of the day, if being a fan of something is a crime, I guess you gotta lock me and a million other people up, because to be quite honest, our show of fandom and our love of displaying our fandom, whether it's on our backpack, whether it's on our school bag, whether it's on our notebooks, our MacBooks, any level of fandom is something becoming more normal. And so Yume shipping isn't really that far a fetch for a lot of people. But I guess let me know down below, what do you think of Yume shipping? Have you heard of Yume shipping or self-shipping before?
I think some of the people you're talking about are mentally unwell.
Oh, 100%.
I think you're giving the guy a lot more shit than you gave any of the women for some reason. And I think some of your stuff I would probably agree with you on if I hadn't seen your other videos, and I know you're kind of just being a hypocrite.
And it's like just because she talked about quote unquote dark shipping and how bad it is, I decided just to make a post talking about my problematic fictional interests.
Also, I don't think we have to watch the rest of it because it looks like it's an ad.
Yeah, no, it's just her showing her stuff and showing fan art.
Yeah, so I think this is about where it ends.
For over 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't do that. You know what?
Yeah, it's her video. She can do what she wants.
Yep. Also, fucking cringe.
There's a lot going on here. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, some of this stuff I'd be like, yeah, I would agree with you there. The problem is I know you don't actually mean that. Because as soon as somebody comes up to you with, like, a Ren and Lin figure, and they're like, I ship them together, and I think Wincest is funny, you're immediately going to flip your shit.
Yeah. And also, it is morally okay to have Ren and Len shipped together in any and all of their songs.
In fact, it's legally required to ship them together because they're the only people that belong together.
Yep. I mean, do you remember that entire Twitter spat that was going on with the antis with Rin and Len?
Are you talking about the one with Vivinos?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know if you meant... I don't know exactly which one you mean, or if it's the one where I started trolling people and I still have people put it in, I still have people put it in call-out documents.
Oh my god.
That was one of that was another one of them too.
Mizu says he likes incest. See, here's him saying that Rin and Lin belong together.
What is it? So for those that don't know, Vivinos is a Korean artist, and they made this series called Alien Stage. I like Alien Stage, and people got mad because after Alien Stage was finished, she was like, finally, I can make art for myself. And so she made art of Miku and Rin, Miku and Luca, Len and Kaito, and Rin and Len. And for some reason, people were freaking out with Rin and Len specifically, and Len and Kaito. It's like, well, we want the girls to be together, but the guys and the one that's probably the sister. Yeah, no, not that one. Even though the Len Kaito one was no different from the Miku Luca one.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, but I forgot what the name of the song was, but there's a popular Vocaloid song where
Magnet?
Miku, Rin, and Luca just kidnap and sexually violate Kaito, and no one seems to shoot it.
Was it? Oh, sorry.
It was something Sisters Unite or something like that.
Don't think I've heard that
Hold
one.
on, let me see if I could.
It's a super old one. I know what she's talking about. There's like the one with the sisters. There's the one where the scissors one I'm thinking of is the one where Miku likes Kaito, and then she's betrayed by a different character.
Wait, are you talking about Scissorloid?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if it's not Kaito, but it's the persona that the producer of the music put himself in.
Oh, okay.
Just looks like Kaito.
Oh, fair.
Okay. they were self-shipping back then too.
But do you guys have any final comments before we run away for the night?
This is cringe. I know we're gonna be tortured for the next time.
Yep.
Also,
I got nothing else.
As a reminder, chat, you guys can always drop by my Discord, which is linked in my YouTube bio, and send us suggestions for videos to torture ourselves with. If I don't think it's enough for a full Anituber audit, I may just cover it by myself during the week and then just let my friends come in and out if they would feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guys, have a good night. We'll see you guys later. Tuesday, I will probably be playing more of Code Vein 2 and trying to finish that up. Because I've been playing a lot of that. What is Lumi and Kendra doing this week?
I am about to start streaming again after all of January. I'm trying to let the laziness slip out of me now. So I can actually get to work with this stuff.
We believe in you, Kendra.
We got this, Kendra. I am working all week. I might do a stream watching more body cam footage. Depending on how lazy I am after work.
Fair. But be good, everybody. I'm going to send you off to a VTuber I followed the other day. Have a good night, everyone. Peace out.
Bye, guys.